penguins.
It would be lovely, but no.
Hello.
Bye.
Am I on my good mic?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not because I was literally on the train. It was being so slow. My data was being so slow, and I just saw it come through, and I was like, I'm pretty sure I'm 2 solid minutes behind. And my data finally loaded. You and Scott had already clocked it, and I was just sending a message like, "Hey, yo, can we switch that?"
Yeah.
And I felt so bad. I was like 3 minutes behind, being like, "Hey, can we switch it?" You
Never
were already
mind,
on
they're
it.
here.
What?
Tapple's turned up.
Wait, Tom,
Okay.
have you already gone live? Okay. You made sure to change the title this time, right?
Yeah, you know what you
Of
did.
course you didn't, because you know you would have learned
Why
that
would
last
you?
time.
Why
But
would
you
you?
apparently we don't fucking learn lessons around here.
Yeah, no, I definitely clicked on Untitled Broadcast. You know, Tom, that's actually really, like, weak that you forgot to change it, because I made that mistake for my Christmas live stream in 2020. It went live as MCC admin stream, and I remembered a full year later to not mess that up the next time I live streamed. You can't even remember a
In
measly
1
month
month.
later.
Wait, did
Unbelievable.
you just not title it again?
The issue is
Yeah.
that no.
I don't know, Tom. I've been streaming a lot, and I don't think that's ever happened to me.
No.
Why
So what
don't you
you're
just-
saying is you
why don't
screwed
just,
up.
Like, why don't you invent a real excuse? The honest one. A what? What do you mean?
Tom, I think you muted, mate.
You screwed it up last time. Oh no, you got to actually do the action. I saw what? That's bull. I've already sworn now. That's one
Yeah,
swear
You can
down.
say
Look,
bull.
this is how I
Yeah,
like.
who
This is
cares?
how I started last year. Now you get to swear at the start.
It felt like a good moment to swear.
Get
Also,
him
hi,
out of the
chat.
way early. 'cause
welcome
it's
to the
Christmas.
stream.
Hi,
Hi, chat.
I mean,
As-
it's winter
as
holidays.
always, Stefan doesn't want to stream anymore, so Tom is here, but you cannot hear him.
You
because
can
he's
hear
a
me
very
now.
good streamer.
Hear me now.
Hear him now?
Just in
You
time for my
okay?
phone to buzz and light up my entire desk with noise. That's brilliant.
What?
Well, it looks like everyone's in, so shall we start the Reefy
Yeah,
check?
waiting for Tapple to load.
Ah,
Reef checking.
these streams can be loud.
Look at all the
if
reefies
it's
coming.
loud, let us know.
Some slow reefies.
It seems quiet.
Velvet is not
Got
ready.
the audio.
Yeah, that stream is quiet.
Stream is quiet.
Ooh,
Uh oh.
Real Lord
just in
Mark
general,
just
it's super
gifted
quiet.
5 tier 1 gift subs. Thank you. Don't know how to respond to those.
me
so
try a
just
few
gotta say
things.
Cheers. Thanks.
Right? Yeah, I've got it like full. No, I'm talking the whole
All of it?
main volume of the
How do,
entire stream.
how do I even solve that?
Like, is your Windows volume really low in general, or
No, it's at full blast actually.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but why isn't Eloise streaming?
Wow! I wasn't asked to. I'm always happy to.
I've cranked it. I've cranked TeamSpeak. How's that, Stefan?
Stefan is so
Also,
quiet.
to be fair, I
Um,
think Tom has a better attention span at doing good camera angles. I think it goes knocks me, Tom, in terms of
Hey.
the camera angles.
are you sure you've got the volume up at the top in OBS?
Oh, it's up at the top. It's like 110% pretty much. It's still in the green section on OBS. That's where you guys are coming through.
Is there like some add-on that you've installed for OBS or?
Nothing. I haven't touched it really since.
Tom, could you screenshot what your thing looks like for me, please?
Chat, can you guys please stop saying nice things about Tom until he fixes that shit?
Let him fix it and then you can say nice things.
I
Like,
think
it's super
having
quiet.
3 years of camera angles
Oh, it's
is more
quiet.
important than
It's
knowing how to.
quiet.
They will
Like,
settle.
go
by
listen to the stream. Like, listen to our voices.
Oh,
This is
okay. First of all,
quiet.
I hate your OBS layout.
No, okay. Do you know why? Because it's like it's like a sliver. It's on my vertical monitor.
Do we need to run Reefy check again? Because I think purple
Waiting
already.
for Cup. Yeah, purple's
Oh, it's
ready.
Cup
But
now.
Cup is restarting
Fuck!
their PC.
Okay,
PC.
let me have a think.
Yeah.
You could add a gain filter if you want.
You're just gonna boost the shit out of the
You
whole
could just
stream.
volume boost yourself if you really
Get
needed
high.
to.
Is it just me
Start
or
to
is it
deep fry
you
the
guys as
stream.
well? What's the?
Are we all quiet, or is it just some of us?
I'm gonna put stream on.
All right, I've put a gain filter on. So this could. You guys need to speak because otherwise I could just like jump
Yeah,
scare
just-
people right now.
Yeah, it could just kill everyone's ears. Just because you
I'm-
decided to
I'm-
really boost it all up.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
Merry
Jump
Christmas.
scare.
Happy
Speak with gusto.
holidays.
Speak with
Hap-
gusto.
happy
Woo!
winter
Yay!
holidays,
Winter
everyone.
exciting! Woo!
That looks alright. It's
Okay,
up in
I'm
yellow
listening
this
to
time.
it. It's not too bad now.
Cool.
All right, I'll put one on myself. as
Tom's
well.
still you're still a smidge quiet, honestly.
I'll stick one on
um,
myself.
It's probably better.
Yeah.
Probably for the better.
Okay, yeah. Go on.
Oh man,
I've
I
got-
just
I've got
walked
to do a
through the
mic
blue
check
bats
now.
and
There we go.
is anybody
I
else
said-
sweating a
Right,
little
one,
bit?
two, one,
The
two.
blue bats.
One,
are
two,
one,
It's a
two.
little
looking-
better.
Oof.
But usually,
this
like,
year.
usually, you know, when you stream and stuff, you have to be kind of like louder so that
Yeah.
people can then bring your volume down.
I see what you mean, but I haven't touched it since
Yeah.
last time. This is what's confusing me. It was good, it was all right before. Unless it was
You've got to
terrible
get your
before and
outside
no one.
voices on.
I walked through the blue bats and it turned my sweater of shame into a sweater of schwang.
Yeah, I need to turn the
Oh, so
volume down
this is how
again.
this is going this
Just,
time.
just,
This is how this stream's gonna be.
just for even. That is a crazy costume. It's not
It's
even Christmassy,
amazing.
really, is it? Because they're blue.
It is though. It's the Christmas sort of mini dress thing.
It's just like
You-
a-
Sick
What-
presents on.
Whatever
not
you do,
ready.
don't go into F5 and get like a low angle view of it, because yeah.
Wait, where's Lando?
Luminous
Where are you?
artwork.
We need to get the
Illumina's left.
the
and
Mexum
Pink's
together.
just
Oh,
not
this is
responding.
going really
I'll come
well.
over.
Pink is just
Yeah,
not
let's-
responding to me asking what's up.
Steph, can you go check on them, please?
Pink.
There we
Yes,
go.
Yeah,
Mexum.
they're just not responding.
Yeah.
What do you think, chat? Coordinated outfit for Christmas.
So coordinated.
Yeah, man.
We're just missing 2 people.
Wait, have you got
Sure.
it? Have you got it? No, it still says
It's all you
Mexum.
need.
We're just missing 2 jump. We're nearly there. We're nearly there. Hopefully they come this year.
Wait, hang on. If I stand here, it'll say
Oh, okay.
Mexum rump. Wait,
Mex Scrum Pixum.
well, no, this never says grump
Megrum.
really. It says grum or rump,
Mirum.
depending on
Mirump.
me grummexum. No, I think it still works better if I'm on the end here, because then it's Mexum rump, which sounds like a thing.
Mex
Yeah.
rump. Mexum.
It sounds like
Mexum-
Tex-Mex.
Mexum.
Like
rump.
Mexum rump.
Ooh,
Yeah,
a
it's
fancy
it,
Mex.
It sounds like a Mexican.
Eczema.
X-me.
Burrito.
That's
a
close to
burrito right now.
Xmas.
would
I'm
be
really
so
good
nice.
for some enchiladas.
X
Oh.
X me
Oh,
Okay,
X me rump.
You want to reefy check again?
Where are you?
Did they get
Not it.
confused and think no meant yes? Well, that
Cool.
sucks.
Cool.
Everyone's
ready to
online.
play.
We're going.
Last
Soon as
event
gone.
of the year.
Turn
Woo!
up the music.
Yeah, what's my music like?
So, anyone feeling Christmassy today on the 3rd of December?
I got that Christmas.
Yeah.
jumper
Winter
on.
holiday. Come on,
Oh,
guy.
winter. Anyone feeling winter holiday?
Well, I put my winter tree up, so yeah, feeling quite festive.
It's a bit loud.
There's the
That is very
dings.
loud. God.
Ding,
Oh, bloody hell, I had the music off.
ding.
No, it doesn't start yet.
Yeah, it's not
Okay.
started yet. We've only just got the ding.
Oh, yeah, it
Ding.
starts at a minute, doesn't it?
Mhm.
Yeah.
I
But
think.
it's a minute to count down.
Tom, whatever you do, make sure you don't pull your music down to 0 and then back up.
Oh, I know. Don't worry.
You wouldn't make such rookie mistakes.
Gets me every time. I made that mistake like 3,
See-
4 times.
See,
at least.
And you're going on about the stream title. My
Yeah.
God.
because I do it, I never do it again, and that's the key. You know, once you do it with your hands, you never do it again.
Right.
That's
But
true.
You didn't have to change the stream title with your hands.
Yeah, because like I said,
You did
someone
that with
else,
your mind.
someone else
Yeah,
was logged
you just
into the
got that
panel,
hands,
and it wouldn't let me change it. It was grayed out.
I once did cooking with my hands.
And so
Never
instead of
again.
asking somebody for help to fix it, he just went live.
Well, no, because we only know last time we noticed after I went live as well. So
So you're admitting you forgot to check.
the first time, yes, and then yes, and the second time, yeah.
Oh, that's great. Ding.
Listen.
Is
Mark
this a
my
new
words.
display?
No?
No. Okay.
Feels different.
It feels quite different, yeah. That's got to be different. That was like snowflakes bursting at the end there.
I thought it was always like that.
No, that's been
sounds next
since like
season.
MCC
Oh.
24 or something.
All right.
Do we change that horn sound next season?
Please.
What
No,
is?
it's got to stay like that.
I was never like particularly
change
proud
it.
of it.
No.
You just want a recording
weird,
of
isn't
me
it?
going, wah! and
Wah.
you use that.
All right, hear me out. Right, this is exactly is what's gonna happen. Right.
Oh no.
One day, you know, when it's like we're gonna get to like MCC 45 or 59 or whatever, and we're gonna like collectively forget what MCC we're on, and at one point the pipeline of like the update video is just gonna run through the whole way without anyone noticing that the number is wrong, and we're just gonna like accidentally re-release like, you know,
An
MCC
MCC.
54 again
Yeah.
when it was actually 55, but no one's gonna notice because we just all forgot.
The community will notice.
Oh yeah. But like internally, we'll just be like, oh yeah, it is 54,
Oh yeah,
right?
that's what's that one, would it?
Or you just see the number 54 and be like, yeah, of course it is.
No to get to the other side on the dome.
No, not yet.
Okay.
I spent way too long thinking about which game it was. I guess get the side's forgettable.
I think that happens to all of us at one point. Like we just sit there like, what
Is
is
it-
missing?
It's hard to figure it out, to be honest.
Or Rocket Split Brush.
I remember the roster from before to get to the side was on it. So I keep forgetting we actually have to get to the side in this one. You know what?
Rocket
Get the
Split
side is
to
in the
begin.
chat because there's 2 new
Yeah.
maps dropping on MCC Island in about 3 hours from now.
That's good. That was.
Right now for the winter.
Nice
That was
update.
good. That was
segue.
good.
Yeah, that was a good segue.
Yeah, I like that.
Linus from Linus Tech Tips would enjoy that, I think.
Spleef first.
We didn't mention there
think
was going to
maybe-
be a surprise in to get to the side. And it could have been Terra Super Tunnel 4 because that would have actually been kind of funny.
It would have been.
No
It
one
would
would have
have-
finished it, but it would be
What
funny.
if we just did
Actually, no,
Tunnel
Oh,
4
Phil
one
fills
time?
in.
It would thematically make
Balance?
sense.
But what if
Yeah.
we rebalance the points to be like 5 rounds and just assume no one finishes the first round?
It's like, have some fun
Uh-oh.
now, and then we'll get actually to the scoring.
Maybe if we had like a checkpoint in that tunnel, we could do it.
I do actually want to see, like, what if we did a Together Side remix at some point, which is 4 rounds of just the Terra Super Force tunnels, but you're like allowed to keep going as you finish. So we just turn Together Side into Terra Super Force
Oh.
event.
I like that.
And well, the points are like adjusted, so you get, depending on how far you get, maybe even distance into a tunnel.
I can't wait to see how many people finish Tunnel 4.
New idea. Every game is Terra Swoop Force.
Yes.
Every
Yes.
single one. Because I would
One
be
of
pretty
the
happy with
games
that.
is the buttons. That's one of the games.
Yes.
But if we do a Terra Super Force like Together Side, they would just go practice and go ham
Yep.
on that map.
And
If they
that's when
should.
we trick them and we make all of the tunnels go backwards.
Oh, that would
Wait.
be evil.
We'd have to not reveal that we're doing a remix that makes all of them Terra
Yeah.
Super Force.
Yeah.
We just have to be
Wait,
like,
we would have to not leak something? Oh, well, we can't do that anymore.
That's not possible now.
the update
There'll
video
always
is
be
going to
someone.
be like, we're making some changes to Together Side that Phil will like. And that's it, we're not mentioning anything else.
I mean,
That's
yeah,
quite
as,
good,
Making
actually.
changes,
Wait, that
have
gave it
fun.
away right there.
as long as Tubbo's in the event, we're leaking everything.
Well, hey, one thing I'll mention real quick since we're early on in the day. I have a babysitter for 2 hours today, specifically because we just released merch and I wanted to be around to be able to talk about it.
Ooh.
Ooh.
So that's exciting.
Look forward to that later on. Or now.
Or right now.
Yeah,
But like 4 days ago. So look forward to it then.
I guess I can say this map wasn't mentioned in the update video, but Classic is also wintry today. And Temple. First, yeah, Temple's the one that's wintry. Journey is the one that's not wintry.
Who's that up in the sky?
How's that? How's that for link
Sure.
spam?
Yeah, talking about
Feels-
merch. Who in chat actually got some?
Now the babysitter is for me. To answer your question. No, it is for my child.
Who is
Which,
that?
uh,
Just
did-
flying
The
off?
youngest
He's-
member of the Nox crew.
Oh, yeah.
Indeed. Which, by the way, did you guys see the video that went up on our Twitter, showing off all the cool holiday hangers? If you did, you may have noticed that I have a small child living in my house because his things made appearances in like half of the shots.
I was gonna say, yeah, did you not buy those like tiny
Specifically.
clothes for that video?
I made them actually.
You
with
made
the help
them?
of my
Oh, wow.
mother-in-law. Yeah. Yeah, there was a lot of arts and crafting going on. We had to make the little clothes, and we also had to when we were designing the box for the holiday hangers, I actually printed it out and like cut it out and like glued it together so we could see how it looked at the real size. You have both shirts inbound. Way to go, Shawnee. You're gonna look styling. You'll get the merch if the LAX win. All right. I mean,
Yep.
10% chance, right?
So the people who got merch, which one did you get? Some people said, yeah, I got some. Oh, which
Yeah, tell us about it.
Which one?
What's our favorite merch we've made out of the release so far? Definitely love the Decision Dome shirt. I mean, I
Yeah.
love everything. The Decision Dome
I love
shirt
the
is my
Decision Dome
favorite
shirt
one
so
now,
much.
and the ornaments are like surprisingly awesome. Like I had to set up my Christmas tree really early this year to film for that video, and yeah, I was just really surprised. I knew I was going to like them, but I was surprised that we like really loved them, and they're pretty cool. What if you use the ornaments as necklaces? That is an option.
Yeah.
Are the shirts
Honestly,
in the store
you,
limited time only, or are they available forever? Don't know for sure that they'll be around forever. We don't have like a
Ooh.
deadline right now,
Oh,
though.
there's a proper battle going on.
Uh-oh.
Selena.
Probably just
That's
went
gonna be too
full on
low.
aggro.
Oh no, it isn't.
Oh,
Oh.
look at this.
And there we go.
Pretty cool.
That was a good
You
start.
see people
actually.
make really like big and cool earrings. You could so just turn an MCC hanger into an earring.
Oh yeah.
You could. You should.
You could attach
I
them all
don't know, I don't-
together
I
and
don't
make
Maybe
a
with
necklace.
Shrink ray, yeah.
You could buy.
You just have to buy the shrink ray separately on.
No, that's
Amazon.
what I'm saying. That people do like massive earrings.
I know people do like them. I hate them because I just have a horrible fear of them getting caught and. Blah.
Oh, yeah.
Surely not like we're talking like hoops, not like.
No,
those
I'm talking
hangers.
No,
big.
no, you get those that
It-
big.
Yeah.
Like who? I've never seen anyone wearing earrings that big.
You just don't go to the right sort of party stuff.
I demand some pictures.
I'll be honest. It's very LGBTQ to have big earrings. They're usually something like gigantic mushrooms or a cereal, like a tiny miniature cereal box.
Oh, yeah.
Like you think I'm joking, I'm not, and I think they're cool. I could never wear
no,
them
I'm
'cause I'm
not
too
joking.
scared. But
And that is very LGBTQ.
no, trust me, I'm not wrong.
Okay. Alright.
I do. I
No,
just
that's
want
the
to.
point, Tony.
Before I say what I'm going to say, I just want to get like, do not try this at home. Like, I don't want to get sued because of this. But as a kid, I used to put crisp packets in the oven.
Oh, God.
And they shrink down. Do not
Oh,
try
they
this at home.
do, yeah.
They shrink down to like mini crisp packets.
Would you leave
mean-
the crisps inside or?
No, you have to eat. Well, why would you? And that's if you're a kid and it's crisps. Like you're gonna eat them.
I've set one on
See,
fire.
Bright Yellow says
before.
I'm correct.
What, a crisp packet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, it sort of shrinks, doesn't it, as it burns.
Yeah, so maybe that works for the hangers. Don't try it, obviously. Do not do it with the hangers. Maybe it
I mean,
works.
if you want to and you feel like you need to get more of them, you can.
Do
you
no,
know?
because
That's
you could
aggressive.
burn your house
one-
down. That's the worst that can happen,
Unless
Yeah,
really.
one
don't do
team
that.
you really hate.
Don't play with fire. Just don't.
Unless you take it out to like a desert and then you set it on fire with like a 10-foot pole.
Yes.
With 10-foot lighter, sorry.
If
If
you do,
you're-
make a video and tweet at us.
Or don't, because we won't
Yeah.
promote it. It's like
We we won't.
It's like the
public-
warning they put before Jackass, where
We'll
they're like, do
share-
not send
we'll
us
share-
videos.
like
Oh,
who hasn't set fire to something? Come on.
can we make a Jackass video?
I'd love to.
I love Jackass so much.
I mean, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're just not doing season 3. We're gonna do Jackass. We're
This
pivoting.
game.
To be fair, like,
I'm
quite
Sid
easy
for
in creative
Eloise,
mode.
and welcome to Nox Crew.
This game is easy creatively. What the hell?
like real life to
Yeah,
get to the other
like
side, Jackass
parkour.
style.
Have
Yeah.
you seen how hard Phil's us gaming though?
Oh yeah, Phil's.
He is gaming.
Absolutely.
Why are we not doing a parkour course like this where it like crumbles as you are going?
Oh, that's
That would
cool.
be
Cruel.
incredibly
That is
mean,
cruel.
but I also love it.
I mean,
Like I'm doing it right now, and it's actually like as
we
you
can
see the
totally do
crumble
that in
beneath
Parkour
you, the
Warrior.
Adrenaline is like.
I've got to say, Tomo is also gaming because he was one of the last to go down as well in the last round. He's popping
Ooh.
off pretty well, actually.
Illumina feels a Turbo purple.
Illumina purple.
Oh,
are
oh,
already-
did Illumina just-
Illumina.
Oh.
they're just all gaming.
It's moving so quick.
Hold on, what's the definition of arson? Isn't
Well, you
isn't
set-
arson like when you're doing it in trying to?
The willful
In
destruction
assault.
of property
I thought-
or persons
It's
with
vandalism.
I
but
thought
with
that was
fire.
another way of describing putting pants
Turbo's
on.
down.
Oh.
Put your arson.
What does Jeff Bezos do before he goes to bed?
Oh no.
Go
He
on.
puts his pajamas on.
Nice.
Nice.
That's quite good. Have you been
That
opening
is
Christmas
not
crackers
right.
early, Seth? That is a Christmas
Oh.
cracker.
That
was really cool.
What a play!
Have I what?
Been opening Christmas crackers early because that is a Christmas cracker kind of joke.
No,
That
it
is
was on-
actually
it was on a
Christmas
Reddit.
cracker kind of
It was on a
joke.
Reddit called 3 a.m. jokes, and they're really like rubbish jokes on the, and it's great.
Why does
I
that
love it.
exist?
I love it.
It's a
I
great
have to
Reddit.
scroll back up in chat and give
That's-
some shout outs to people right now.
Oh yeah.
Velo's
Tommy-
got the color wheel shirt. Brooklyn Elm got everything.
Nice.
Oh,
All in
what a
transit, very
gamer.
cool.
That's what- you
Cool
need a
man,
big
got
oven for
both
that.
Shirts.
To fit everything in,
Sure.
to shrink it down.
Shawnee realized the Yellow Yaks aren't playing today, so that person isn't going to buy any merch at all.
Oh.
Yeah, we
the
absolutely
Yellow
are getting more
Yetis.
merch. It was our first drop. We had to go easy with it. We had to get some processes in place, and we have plans. I took
We have
several
very cool
notes
plans, I think,
for what
in my
people
personal
want.
opinion.
Yeah, I have seen some of our newer stuff already as well. It is very cool. I don't know when
Oh,
it's coming.
Yeah.
The image you
but-
sent us the other day was
This-
just like, ah!
This is
I
a
don't
really
talk about it yet.
exciting merch drop.
Yeah.
As someone who hasn't received their merch yet, I'm gonna refrain from complimenting it until I've seen it in real life.
I
Stay
haven't
neutral.
received it, but I'm
Just,
so excited.
just to stay neutral, you know. I don't want to.
It's
Yeah,
realistic.
yeah. I'm not gonna be swayed because I'm being given like a free T-shirt.
Right. So do you want to keep your job as well?
Hashtag ad.
Yes.
I was gonna say, just to be
Come
clear,
on.
it's not free. Like
It's coming out
Oh,
hot
I mean,
week.
yeah. To be fair,
coming
not
out
being
of your
swayed by
like psyche,
anything.
you know.
Unless my job's on the line, I'm not getting swayed. Well, all right then.
This course is just going in a straight line. Oh, there we go.
now here comes the curve.
Here's another
twisted.
slight curve.
Ooh.
Oh, it's
Teal,
much
but you
more
did that.
exciting now, isn't it?
More light curves coming right up.
There's a lot of people at the end this
There
time.
is. They've
Yeah, it
gone really
really
good.
is.
Usually we barely have anybody at this stage.
Ooh, Pete barely
Tommy
survived.
doing well. Tommy doing well.
Yes, I know, modding. There was no Santorini. We're all very upset.
How did we miss that?
Oh,
Well-
Santorini.
Yeah.
I think we're only like a tiny bit.
Yeah, that's a bit.
Answer-
unfortunate.
That's a bit of an oversight. Oh, let's
Well,
go.
the original pitch I made was just to do classic because it would be as easy as possible. Because we had a lot of maps to retexture and only 3 weeks to do it.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's true.
Purpled again in the final
yeah,
two.
purple.
Purple's
does
so
one
good
of
at
these
Rocket
habits
Spleef
and
Rush.
three purple if he wins.
Oh, awesome day. Oh. Oh, this could be huge.
I want this to go on for ages.
We've got 1 minute 40
Got
left.
a minute.
We never have enough
Oh,
time.
no.
Throned.
I'd be fuming if I was purpled right now.
They went for something too cheeky.
Which one should I buy? The mascot rainbow short or the dome t-shirt?
Whichever one you think
I don't
looks
know.
cooler.
Yeah, what's
Yeah.
your
Yeah.
style?
Whichever
I
one
like
you
the dome
think.
one. That's my favorite.
I love the rainbow mascot one, but I like wearing like white and rainbow.
Yeah, they're kind of like, yeah, it's like two opposites, right? You got the very bright one, and then you got the dark one.
Mm.
Depends on what kind of shirts you like.
One of them screams MCC. The other one is just like, here's a cool drawing, but if you know, you know. Kind of cool.
And hey, if you need a t-shirt, they're both clean. Like that's t-shirt's a t-shirt.
Promotion. Excellent promotion. They're all clean. Ooh, present time.
You know, if you're like me, you don't clean your t-shirts.
Yeah, if you're running out of t-shirts.
If you really hate doing the laundry, you could just keep buying shirts. Just wear them once and then throw them away. Don't do that.
Or
We can't give presents, Eloise. I'm
I
sorry.
know, but I
Aw.
want to. I'm
I
being
know,
silent.
I want to as well. It's not fair. Even though I'm the Grinch, I want to steal all the presents.
Yeah, I should have made it so if you have the sweater, you can't give any presents.
that's a good.
You can
That would
only
be a
hoard
good
them,
one.
but you're not
I'm
allowed
just
to.
glad my
unpack them.
brim's not disappearing this time.
Mm. Yeah,
Well,
you got,
I did fix that, and it took like hours. It took a lot of. It's the same issue as the like island skin layer one, but it got fixed, and it's fixed on islands as well, along with like a handful of other vanilla issues. Like
you've got to be
I've
careful,
already
Eloise. 'Cause
forgotten.
if people were able to give you gifts, they might give you eggnog by accident, and that would be
Yeah,
really
you know what?
bad.
Go right. Chat, would you like to know? I hate this company.
Oh,
Would you chat? You would like to know a little info into the inner workings of Nox Crew. I get a message from Owen this week going, "I'm filming the update video. I need you specifically for a shot." And I'm thinking, I can't, my bestie needs me. My best friend in the whole world needs me for a shot for the update video. Oh, I do feel
Yeah.
special. He says, "Wear
I'm
something
going to be a
nice."
star.
Yeah, I'm thinking I'm a star in the update video. Wow. And he's like, "Wear something nice." So off I go, pop onto the
wait.
event
Is
server.
it Patrick Bateman or Owen? Who's on?
this is Owen.
That's crazy.
That was so creepy.
So I hop onto the server.
Oh my
I'm
God.
like, okay. He's like, "We'll film this little bit," and I film it. And he's like, "Oh, could you do it with a little bit more like urgency?" And I'm like, "Yeah, sure." Second take, and he's like, "Perfect, that was great." And I'm like, "Yeah," and he's like, "Yeah, you did really good." And I'm like, "Wonderful, can't wait to see this. Can't wait to see this." And as I do the next day, well, not the next day, actually, it was a couple of days later. I log on in the morning, and I go to check the update video to go post it later. And lo and behold, what do I see? I'm used as the butt of a lactose intolerance joke, and it is implied that I am rushing to go and do a poo. Heartbroken, I tell you. And let me tell you, I called Owen immediately upon
Oh
seeing
my
it,
goodness.
and I'm like, "Owen," all I said was his name, and he just starts laughing his little head off.
He
just start-
Owen, you know girls don't poo.
yeah.
Stop
exactly.
spreading lies. Yeah.
Apple's
Do you know what, this
stuck in
is-
the void.
this
What's
is-
happening here?
Oh no.
This is a beautiful triangle between me who wrote it, Scott who recorded it, and Owen who produced it. It's worked out
Did you
perfectly.
write that?
I
hoping?
did. Yeah.
I hate you.
I had it in my
actually
mind.
do.
Well, I didn't know that Owen. I didn't even tell Owen to do it. He carried the torch. It was perfect. It was like he saw the vision.
Do you know what's worse is I was watching the video like tabbed out at first. I was just like checking it was alright, and I was like, I'll watch it properly again in a minute. So I heard the line, and I was like, I can't believe this. That was definitely put in there. And then like a second later, I go back to fully watch it, and that's when I actually saw what had happened. And that's when I like immediately messaged like Owen, and actually Tom, I messaged you.
Yeah.
I was like, I can't believe this. It's very good. I like this update video. It's a cool one. Oh, that is a lot of chickens.
Oh my
and
goodness.
That are now all
Oh,
on
look.
fire.
They're
actually.
toys. They're toys.
A lot of them are.
Oh, the toy's not burn. Okay.
Oh, that
Not
drum.
Ah.
That drum was massive.
Unlike in real life, where
Damn.
toys are really flammable,
Oh, yeah,
because they're made out of like polyester.
Yes.
It's gonna take a half
Nylon.
those twice to burn. It's like a solid block of wood. That
Oh, tap our left.
Yeah.
Oh,
No, that we're aware.
multiple
yeah, we
pause.
can't
give it.
pause.
Yeah, give it a
we
pause
can't
when we get in
pause
game.
right now.
Give it a pause when we get in game.
Yeah. we
Yeah.
can-
I might need to do some trickery if we need to do a swap because you can't swap in pre-games.
Here's our new toy chicken, everyone. And we have build my invasion for the last game. No.
Is this chat just a bunch of 10-year-olds? What's going on?
What do you mean?
What? Why?
Will a
look at-
10-year-old
no,
buy
the
our merch?
Minecraft- The event chat in game.
Oh.
Oh, I was just like, what?
Oh yeah. Ludwig, Cutie, Cinderella are dating.
Pretty
What?
Cinderella.
No, no, I'm reading it as it's spelt.
Papill's back.
Cinderella.
Nice.
Cinderal, yeah.
Cinderella. I repeat, dating. Skull emoji, no. Swear word, no. Skull. Surely not. Yeah, you're right. I think we have let 10-year-olds into the event accidentally. I wonder where there must be a 10-year-old who's like better than Dream. Do you know what I mean? Because they've played Minecraft
At
every day
what?
since they were born. At Minecraft, you know?
Oh, at Minecraft. I thought you meant just like
At
I don't know,
YouTube and
skipping rope or
yeah, blowing bubblegum.
jacks. Monkey bars.
Still
Really
think-
good at monkey bars.
Oh, I used to be so good at monkey bars.
Oh,
I lost
love
it.
Monkey bars.
You know, I sent in my hearing aids last week for repair. I ain't heard anything since.
Oh, we're on Christmas crackers, are we?
Definitely.
You can always tell when Stefan's been looking up
Jimmy?
jokes.
I
As he
think you
tells
should make a
jokes.
joke, otherwise, too bad.
Did you ever get a joke book as a kid?
No. I was just naturally incredibly funny.
Yeah, right. Okay, like you get them as like a gift, and obviously I didn't need it, and it was still good. The jokes are awful.
Quickly
it-
talking about the actual game, Ludwig does not know how it works.
Yeah, Ludwig
Yeah.
just skipped the first.
I'll
I was
just
gonna
say,
say, two,
I'll
two,
just say
there
what
was
you do.
was
I
it
guess
just him or did another
Blaine.
person do it too?
I think.
Did you not
Zeus
see
must have
everybody
explained
going to the
how it
right
works,
though?
He was kind of in
No,
front of
Ludwig's
him,
just
so it would have been
running
hard for him
And
to tell. I
he's
think.
probably screaming on his stream right now, like, I'm in first!
Yeah, he's having a great time, I'm sure.
Uh-oh. So Illumina, who's done the 3 branches, is now ahead of Ludwig.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
dear.
Not for long,
He's
though.
losing his first.
Ludwig's gonna race
Go
on
on,
ahead.
go on, Lud. Go on, Lud.
He's gonna be
First
first.
to complete the
Ludwig,
course.
go
Come on,
on.
Ludwig.
Gone.
Oh, I think this is a Ludwig POV now.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm intrigued.
this-
I'm intrigued.
Dream is gone,
Did you just-
Ludwig is in. It's now a Ludwig channel.
Oh,
Oh,
it's fine. They're new.
Yeah,
They're new, and they're like 30. So
Okay,
this
so
isn't
quick.
this isn't not natural to them.
There's still like 20 people behind them. It's perfect fun.
They can't move like they used to.
Gone. Right.
Go on.
Go on.
Oh, there we go, there we go, there we go.
okay.
Now
A controversial decision has been made.
now this is gonna be interesting watch. Oh, do they know
probably
how the
already
return
screaming.
scroll works?
I think he's already screaming.
I love the dice thing. It's
Nice.
so funny.
That's just amazing.
Yeah, wow, it's a new obstacle.
That's good.
For all the
Oh.
chatters that had
Oh,
Parkour
oh.
Warrior is not going to change at all in their book.
Oh,
You're wrong.
oh, oh.
Like
Oh,
80% of the course has had changes.
subtle changes. And,
Yeah. there's-
Yeah, so shut up, naysayers.
And in testing, it is enough to throw people off. We found,
It
which is
is.
quite
It's
hilarious.
painful.
You think you remember it from last time you played. Ludwig might be on the dice for a while. I don't. Oh no, they returned.
Ah.
The shortest range
good.
teleportation scroll in history, but it has been used officially.
The
So
good-
the real
Oh,
question is,
Sparkle
when are we
Games, Great joke there, great joke.
when are we shipping the dice as merch? That's what I want to know.
Life-size jumpable one.
MCC dice.
I want
MCC
that
D&D
From
dice
that
so
one
would be
badly.
really cool.
Parkour Warrior.
Yeah.
Could
We're
you
starting-
imagine MCC D&D dice and each
That's
one of them
when-
had their little mascot head inside? That'd be sick.
Oh.
That'd be so cool.
Oh, yeah,
If
yeah.
it was like clear, but it had the little
Mm.
icon in the very center. Oh, they'd be so cute.
Oh, that's good.
I've never played D&D, but I saw a TikTok today of a dice maker, and he made a dice that looked like an egg, and it had like liquid yolk inside. It was really, and it made me want to get into it just because of that.
Just because the dice. That's how they get you. It's the dice
I was
that
gonna
get you
say.
into it, and then
You-
the game keeps you invested.
You wouldn't be the first person to only play D&D for the dice. So.
No.
I like it when chat posts like bad jokes. as well.
Let's go, Ludwig.
Mm.
Good. You hear about the joke without a punchline?
No.
Whoa! Wait. Ludwig just did a skip.
Oh.
Yeah, he did.
Chat,
That's
you're
pretty
watching.
impressive,
You're
yeah.
watching someone act like
Whoa.
in real time become a parkour god. They're gonna do the hard tower at the end.
Oh, this one is mean. I didn't even try
There's
this one.
There's a really cool side obstacle
Not the one that Lud's on.
that a lot of people are at.
I really
Yeah.
like this course.
That colour
I think this is
switch is
Surely I
really
wouldn't
good.
call us wonderful,
Yeah, yeah.
mate. Not after
lo-
last session.
Whoa.
So cool.
Yeah, I'm surprised how good. Okay.
Nice, good job.
Crunch, crunch, crunch.
I'm sorry. Do I need to turn my game down?
Hang on.
No, it was whatever you were eating. It's just
So
crunch, crunch, crunch,
yeah,
crunch.
Eloise, you said you were
Yeah.
cooking pasta. Did you
Yeah.
finish
Your
cooking
pasta
it?
doesn't crunch.
Yeah.
It sounds like she stopped
No,
about
to be
halfway
fair,
through.
when I was at university, I had a girl who cooked me pasta, one of my roommates, and she cooked it so little it was still raw, and she was like, "Oh,
No.
this is perfect pasta." I was like, "I can't eat this."
No,
It's
I've
literally
eaten my
still
pasta and now I'm eating some crisps.
Or was
Uh,
it that you were making mac and cheese, but you just stopped? You were supposed to stop before the cheese for obvious
I've heard
reasons,
of people
but
who just munch
instead
on
you stopped
spaghetti
earlier than that.
raw.
That'd be
I'm like,
really
so
"Yeah, what's
weird.
in my pasta?"
That'd be really funny. Just like crunch, crunch. What are you eating? Mac and cheese?
Well,
Did you cook that?
you know, you get like instant noodle packets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
It's not uncommon for people to
Just eat
like
the ramen
take the
itself.
seasoning, pour the seasoning on it, like break it up, and shape the bag, and then eat that as a snack.
I've just
What?
I've just eaten
mean, that's
the
not
seasoning
bad.
before.
What? Just
Oh.
the seasoning pack?
Yeah.
It's got to be really strong though,
That's
right?
just
No.
salt.
Well, it's MSG. It's MSG,
Oh,
so it's
MSG 's so
delicious.
good.
I mean, yeah.
So some people like their noodles al dente. Eloise likes her noodles Alfred dente.
Ludwig is currently attempting the hard side.
I mean,
Maybe
you
the
might be able
hardest-
to do it.
I respect that.
Oh,
I
hang
It's
on.
respect
quite a
that so
different
much.
skill.
Yeah, well, no,
It's-
no, it's
yeah,
enough.
okay.
I'm
That's
just
good.
eating fluff.
That is a base way to approach it though, because that's exactly what you should do. Give everything a try. Doesn't work out, just go move on quickly.
Yeah.
You know, fail fast.
Anyway, I discovered recently. I think I might have like a salt deficiency just in my life.
Right.
What?
So I found this out because I eat sushi like maybe once a month. Every time after I eat sushi, I have an amazing night's sleep. Right? Like I just go to sleep really easily and I wake up feeling refreshed. So I'm instantly trying to like correlate it, right? Like what am I doing differently? And I think it's got to be the salt in the
It
soy
could be
sauce
the
and
lack
the...
of omega-3.
Yeah.
How much
Omega
soy
three.
sauce
Yeah, it's
do
probably
you
the omega
drink?
three.
The soy sauce.
No, but in general,
Was it fatty acids?
sushi's
Is that-
fairly salty.
It could be
And
the
then-
fatty
A packet
acids.
of
Why is
crisps
this
is probably just
It
as
means
salty as
it's actually
sushi.
more likely.
Not like when you eat a packet of crisps or something. It's only sushi.
Specifically
no,
sushi.
so-
Must be the salt. It's
No,
gonna be the
so
salt.
well, the follow up and the reason I think it is the salt is because I've had cravings for just soy sauce on its own recently,
Okay, then
What?
maybe yes.
and I think this is real. I've had
Get some
sushi last
salted
night.
peanuts.
I need to research
Well,
this.
okay,
What does
good
salt
one of those.
actually do?
Well,
It's
mean,
I've just been like
So
Okay,
Tom,
so...
right?
Yeah.
Sushi is like one of those foods that is like gluten free, right?
yeah,
And normally we eat a lot of gluten in our diet.
true.
Could that be related? Like you
Now
normally
that-
eat
okay,
bread or
so-
something, but
so-
now
so-
you're eating fish and rice.
Now that you say it, my dad recently got diagnosed with what's it called? Celiac. Yeah.
Yeah.
That would really
Could
that
it
would
be that you
really
have
suck.
A gluten allergy that
I think
well,
Ludwig's
different-
first to
haven't.
finish.
Oh,
not
he is.
allergy,
It's not
but
first finish.
Go on.
Go on, Ludwig.
Go
Might
on.
be.
Oh,
Go on, laddie.
Oh, come on, you're so close.
Go
No,
on.
no!
Come on.
Ludwig, are you okay?
Ludwig?
Come on, Ludwig.
what is he doing?
He's
Go
really
on.
struggling at this final bit.
Venus in space.
well.
That was a good joke.
All right, people can no longer teleport back, so
Anyway, it would really
they have to commit.
It'd really
What'd you
suck
say?
if I was allergic to gluten because gluten's delicious.
Why?
What?
You silly. Where's he going?
He's gonna do
going
medium.
back. He's trying
What?
medium.
Did he not?
What?
That is base.
I
Incredibly
mean,
from
well-
Ludwig.
He
That is
saw how much time he had and just went,
incredible.
I'm gonna give it a try. What?
This is crazy.
After this, what?
They had the points in the bag.
He's holding his
Hey,
medal
he's
as
gonna
well.
complete medium now.
He's holding
guys,
the
come
medal
on.
like, yeah, I did this.
Oh, he's not gonna. I'm really sorry. He ain't like he used to be. I'll tell you that much.
God, this must be stressful.
Go back to easy.
Even like
Nice
Phil's us,
Pete.
Phil's us
Good
doing,
job, Pete. Good job.
but Ludwig doesn't care. He's gonna hit the Luddy on this core course.
Yo,
Turn around,
write
very
this
good.
down,
Oh,
but
this is
do
great.
you know that message that gets posted in chat? You should tell. It should mention what course they finished at the end.
Yeah, no.
No,
perspective.
well that's debatable.
You don't reckon?
Because it's more exciting in the at the end bit. But maybe
when
we
do you
don't
find
explain that. Yeah, maybe we don't explain that too
Not
well.
him.
I could
Uh,
spectator only.
Maybe there's a better way to explain it at the end bit, but keeping the surprise is quite desirable.
I did make a new spectator like reviews, so we'll get like a better
Left
explanation.
again.
Tab wasn't finished yet, so that's a bit unfortunate.
Oh, Ludwig.
Go on, Ludwig. Overtime, overtime, overtime.
Oh yeah, overtime, of
Don't
course.
fall pill. Don't
Yeah,
fall. You nearly did.
Ludwig.
Oh, that might be the best POV I've ever seen.
That was content, right?
Yeah, I
they
just
went,
saw
they went on a
that.
quest. Go on, Jojo. Go on, Jojo. Go on, Jojo. Go on, Jojo.
Jojo, don't make the same
15
mistake. Go on,
seconds.
Jojo.
Sneak is going for
Jojo's trying to clutch it too. You gotta take a risk here. You gotta take a risk.
Painful.
Can he do it?
Oh, look, it's-
3,
Hannah!
2, 1.
Oh my god!
Oh, he got
they
it.
did
He got
it.
credit. He got credit.
That was
Oh,
so
damn.
close.
That was
Oh.
hard course. He did hard course. No.
No,
No,
did someone
easy.
actually do hard?
You can see this is the new recap. We get 2 teams at a time.
Ah,
These
okay.
are
Ah.
points.
Yeah,
Nice.
that's,
He's like
that's
a
a
little-
really nice recap.
Really, really good.
I thought Sneak finished hard at the end there, but I think I might have been
No,
looking at
Sneak
easy.
was on easy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no one
The-
completed hard.
Only 2 mediums from Emerald. Everyone else got 1. You can see the multipliers. Although, so Emerald had 2
Ah.
mediums, but no easies. So 2 on Emerald didn't do anything, whereas the other had like
Wow.
3 1
That
splits.
works out quite well for them.
Damn,
That's
leaving
interesting.
in purple.
The coins are very low. This is surprising. In tests, the testers get double this amount. It's
I mean,
really
we-
quite
we-
hard to
I
predict
did say- I
the,
did
the
mention
change
that I
in
thought
skill.
the coins were low when I did the test.
Yeah, we did another one, and then it went really high.
It's Spleef.
Well, I'm gonna
It's
make
the
it
sort of content you're looking for.
next time. Players will get more coins in Parkour Warrior.
A bit of a Scrooge this time with coins, but we'll fix
Well,
it.
honestly, I thought I gave too much, but apparently not.
There can never be too many coins in Parkour Warrior.
Oh, we fully lost Tafel now.
Is he definitely out?
We're
He's not in the VC.
Well, as in,
anymore.
it's not like he's not like I'm not saying like he's out, but as in like he's fully like DC'd at the moment.
we're in the command center sorting it out.
I will pass before Dom, so we can actually properly switch.
Oh,
Oh.
Jojo.
Is anyone else's internet down?
Yeah,
I just
yeah,
I've
that's
fallen
the full
into the
server.
bottom.
Yeah, the server's dumb weird. Hello. Good news.
Good news, everything's frozen.
Tapel was like one of those dogs before a tornado. You know what I mean? Like when they go nuts and you're like, oh, a hurricane's coming.
Ah.
It's like, oh, the thunderstorm's about to hit. Oh dear.
Yeah. What is it,
Uh-oh.
Fido?
Oh no.
Stop
Oh,
bothering me. I'm
we
putting up the
rebooting?
gazebo.
At least it happened in the hub. At least it happened in the hub.
Yeah, when it happened, oh.
What's happened?
It's divisible by 7.
Oh.
That's what we're getting.
So true.
What's divisible by 7?
The,
What?
The event number is divisible by 7.
Oh god,
and
that's
every
it.
Oh,
It's
God
another
damn
7
it.
event. I forgot. I didn't even
God damn it.
realize. Oh no. It's the 7 curse.
You're turning this into a self-fulfilling prophecy.
This isn't.
Gu-
What?
Guys, quick, let's go to Twitter and see if anybody's letting us know that the server's down.
Yeah, I wonder if they're letting us know.
Tom, what are you doing?
See, the joke is that we crashed
Oh,
the
yeah,
server on purpose so our admin
Gotta find
stream
something.
numbers
Gotta find
will
something
go
to
up.
entertain them. Yeah. I forgot MCCI still. That'd have been better.
Yeah, go on MCCI. You're looking for something to do. Go on
just go
MCCI.
on.
But I've just. Oh. Ooh. Oh, look at this village.
Island's
That's a
very
good
much
spawn,
fine.
actually. Not bad.
Whoa. It looks like someone built it. It's better than what I could do. Oh, I thought these were skeleton horses. Getting excited for. Whoa. Drop the seed. There you go. There's the seed for anyone interested.
Daniel? What?
Mike was looking into it. Proxy died.
Just died.
Yeah.
It crashed for unknown reason.
That's weird.
Ooh. Oh. These cows have their own cave. Whoa. They got their own tree.
My main worry is that the timer might not be passed, so it's just going to happily continue.
User joined your channel.
No, the timer's paused on MCC Live. It should be
Oh,
fine.
good, good. Because we did console command, but I don't know if it supports that. Because
Yeah. Timer's paused on MCC Live. It's all good.
Yeah, if you're coming to the admin stream wondering what's happened, we are looking into the server.
We're working on
Dying.
it.
We
Yeah.
actually crashed it on purpose so we'd boost our admin stream numbers.
Blushy is replacing, so if we can get
Blushy
that
is replacing.
Yeah.
Blushy's
And
replacing
And
Alright,
Tapal.
I'm
Scott
just saying-
messaged
I'll
that
tell
in
you the message
MCC
now.
Island chat of all places.
Thank
Wait,
you,
is
my
that
lovely.
100% confirmed?
Yeah.
Yes.
Or...
Yeah.
Okay. And
I'll
that's
double
Tapal.
check with Scott. I'll double check with Scott.
Okay, I'll hold fire on that then.
Let me know when the server's back up, because
It should be back up now.
oh.
You can join, but we kind of need to figure out why it broke.
There you go, Al.
All good. We'll just get everyone back on and sort it.
Yeah, let's get
They're
everyone
going to
back
get
on.
infinite present
in?
sharing in the
Yeah, they
time
can
being.
share the
The
presents.
Christmas spirit.
I was gonna ask Daniel to take off my sweater because I have a Christmas skin now, but it seems like
It's a
that
bad
isn't
time.
important.
Yeah, I've got other things.
Wait, if I stand inside you. Wait.
Whoa.
My
Ooh,
word.
hello.
Whoa, that is
Nice
Christmassy. I can tell.
I
Hey.
mean, the
Who else is
babysitter
it?
is gonna be here for another hour.
Blushy. Get out of here, Blushy. Yeah, I can tell it's a Santa skin. Hang on. Yeah. Your head's looking nice as well.
Thank you. I've been spending extra time on my head.
Polishing it.
Oh, I've got
Ooh.
caps lock on for Pete's sake.
The glasses as well.
Stefan, can you send a new message? Oh, he's gone.
Tommy is not on Tubnet, I'll tell you that much. They're on the server now. They're with us. Yeah, we're if anyone and people are still filtering in because they're wondering what happened, we just had a few server issues. We're getting everything set back up. Just want to make sure it doesn't happen again before we restart.
Daniel, what message did you need sent?
Just that it's back online.
We.
You can tell people to look
We've
back
got
on.
them all.
Everyone's back in, yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, Tweet's gone out as well.
Reefy.
I want to take
Bloody
a
Tapel
second.
taking it down with him.
I want to take a second to know if we can continue safely.
Can't believe Tapel just DDoS the server.
I know.
Wow.
Outrage.
Oh, we have 2 minutes.
Like,
Tapel
if I
saw-
can't have it, no one's having
Quit
it.
it. That's a joke.
Tapel
Yes, it
saw
was very
coming.
much a joke, by the way.
Daniel, you may as well start the timer, man.
Nah.
Yeah,
screw
we'll
it, let's
start.
ride this
Just
out.
so people know that we are
Let's
continuing.
not write this out.
Let's ride this
Yeah,
out.
Freefy
This
checked.
idea
No.
that we're blaming Tapel for bringing down.
Have you
ever
MCC.
seen-
It's
Yeah,
just
just
No.
start the
drama.
timer.
Can't me and
Start the
Noctis
timer
just
again.
screaming head in hands right now.
No.
because-
Have
We're
you-
starting
Please
drama.
Have
Oh,
you
God,
ever
it's not
seen?
Mouse.
Have you ever
We
seen?
have drama.
Happy Christmas and all that.
Have you ever seen the Nicolas Cage movie called Knowing?
You think not? So you the person who starts the argument at the family dinner during Christmas?
No.
Is it you? Oh,
Hey,
interesting.
Daniel, you should start the timer so people.
I don't really want to start time without a review check, but I understand that
We just did.
I'll skip the timer
No,
if we do continue.
yeah.
Yeah.
Ginger aren't ready.
Also, we're not
Purple
that kind of
does
family.
We can
We've-
pause
we've
it.
never
We
had
can
arguments
pause
at
it when we
Christmas.
get to the end.
God, what's that like?
I will
Must be
continue at
nice.
30 seconds.
It usually happens when there's a death in the family. You realize that you're all like
Oh.
vulnerable, and you should
Got
actually
ya.
appreciate each other's presence.
Oh.
That's sad but sweet.
Yeah, it's good. Teaches you, you know. That's why when I have a child, and
You're
they fall
going
in
to
love
die.
with their teddy bear, I'm gonna kill the teddy bear,
Oh.
and then I'm gonna teach him. I'm gonna be like,
Jesus.
you see, this is your life is limited, just like that teddy bear. So do good,
Do you know what else is limited?
do well. What?
The stock on mcc.store.
I saw that
Head
coming.
on,
God
That's
damn
good.
it,
head
someone-
on
Nice
there
one.
now
Yeah.
to
Okay,
grab yourself.
Someone throw me into the icy water below.
Thank,
I want to escape.
thanks
this.
to Tom getting us back on track there, chat. You're allowed to say nice things about Tom again. He's
Yeah.
earned it back.
Yeah.
What's dark about killing a teddy? It's a teddy bear. It's like a piece of fluff.
Well, you can kill the bear, but you can't kill the idea of the bear. And really,
Yeah.
that is what the teddy bear represents.
Exactly.
It's the memories and the
It
emotions
sounded like the
that come with
Cult in
that
Our
teddy bear that
Stars.
you're killing.
About
Speaking
the
of
cigarette in your mouth.
Killing teddy bears. Kitty and I had 2 teddy bears from Disney Tokyo Sea in Japan that are special ones that you can only get there. And we were kind of saving them for our kids someday.
Aw.
And they were sitting on the couch in the middle of cleaning the other day, and the baby grabbed one, threw it on the floor, and we didn't notice, and then Dave chewed the nose off it.
Oh no.
So now we have to do teddy bear surgery. Give it a nose back.
Dave's the accountant for Nox Crew, by the way, if anyone's
Yeah.
wondering.
It was just so funny because like it was like a series of unfortunate events that led to it happening, right? Like nobody really did anything wrong. Like Tom grabbed a thing that he's allowed to grab and threw it on the floor, and then Dave found a toy on the floor and was playing with it, and it was just, I'm sure, the first mischief of many that the two of them are going to get up to. So
It's race!
Of course, it has to be the game that's most affected by issues during a game.
Oh.
it'll be fine.
Mm,
Why does Tubbo keep posting a skull?
Because they just learned how to do it.
that's
Yeah,
modern.
that's-
Oh, Daniel, I forgot what the sliders are. Is it jukebox notebooks?
It's Notebooks and no, it's voices, and it's the jukebox Notebooks. Yeah, Notebooks is game, voices is the other one. It broke because we had to rename the fishing rod to a yo-yo, and no one noticed. So that's why the sliders are broken. See, it's the Fistball myself, and it has to break.
we're game 3. Okay, cool.
Oh, did you guys see this?
What?
We figured out why the servers broke.
I'm gonna have to. Oh no. Well, we've got the confession.
Yeah.
I'll post it in chat so everyone's.
Everybody can go guess the funny tweet. There you go. That's what we were laughing at. That's why the servers broke, everybody.
Yeah, that's what happened.
Context.
Honestly.
That's some free context for you all there.
Oh yeah. I just sort of laughed at it without. That's terrible.
Can you imagine how cold it would be doing Ace Race in the Blue Bats uniform? Like, whew,
Oh, your legs would get warm, you know.
what day?
Whoa! Sorry, we've got the normal Ace Race music, because we kind
No.
of
Not yet, it's like
we
disappointed.
repurposed Yeti Set Go music.
Yeah, it's Rocket Spleef now.
I'm
Having
so
the same
disappointed.
song twice in an event would be a bit weird.
Yeah. So how about the overtime soundtrack? That's
Oh yeah, well,
Love that piece of music.
it's meant to be distressing on purpose, that one, so it's alright if that plays a lot.
Got Purple and
Beer.
out in
What
the
a
lead.
surprise, purple.
Well, okay, so that's the interesting thing about this map, right? Is that Isaac asked me whether Yeti Set Go should actually use the song from Game Show, but the problem with it is that that song's already been used now for Rocket Spleef Rush. No, sorry, Parkour Warrior. Even.
No,
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 you
Rocket
were right
Spleef
the first
Rush.
time.
So this is
You were
so
right
funny,
first
Stefan, because this discussion literally just happened.
Yeah,
Oh, did it?
yeah.
You just
Oh,
discussed
God,
it.
sorry,
But you were also
I was
wrong.
muting
You were
this
right.
out.
Yeah, and you were wrong.
No, I was right to begin with, and then I corrected myself wrong.
Tom, interesting thing, but after the ski slope, everyone face planted into the wall instead of going to the jump pad.
They'll know for next time.
The Parkour Warrior music was originally for Super Steve Runner, which was a project
Whoa!
Oh,
we
Super
did,
Secret.
like, what, 6 years ago?
Must be
And that
now.
song has been sitting there for a long time waiting to be used.
I might be playing Super Steve Runner in like 3 weeks.
Yay!
Alright.
About that time of year.
Oh yeah, of course.
I actually haven't decided how I'm going to do it this year. I might throw it to a vote on the Discord to see which maps I should play because I can't make it through them all anymore. We have too many
Yeah,
maps.
Yeah.
We've got a lot
I think
now.
that's fair.
So I was thinking I might put up like, I might try to categorize the maps so we have like, I mean I have to play Batman obviously, but maybe we
Yeah.
have like, you know, the OG Noxia Java maps. We have the Christmas maps will be a given, but then we have like the GDL trilogy, and then I don't know, maybe just some other like groupings of maps.
I
And we just
think-
let people vote, and I pick like, you know, the top 8 or 10 hours worth, and just go after it.
What if you
Live
use second
voting would be
person?
really cool.
What if you just have a second person running the other half?
Well, then it
Yeah.
that changes the stream entirely, though. I don't know. It's a lot of. I mean, it's a big ask. It's a long stream. It's I don't know.
You have to change the title
It's-
as well.
Yeah.
Nightmare.
If it's not
Yeah, but
something
it's
you're used to doing, like it is, you know, a big ask to have somebody else step in. But I don't know. I just like using that time to catch up with people. There's a lot of people that you don't see very often that stop in just for that. So let's do Super Hole in the Wall 1.7. 1.8.4 actually is the Super Hole in the Wall version. Don't go 1.8.5 though, because everything breaks.
Really?
The
Yep.
joy.
They
joy of
fixed
Minecraft version.
Drop a
The,
randomizer,
all-
right?
Yep, all of the randomizers were spitting command blocks out of droppers, and
Oh.
we had that on Game Show as well. And so as soon as they took that out, it would have been like basically everything would have had to be redone from scratch. So
They got removed for good reason, considering it was a security exploit. But
yeah, it was a
It's-
security
yeah.
exploit.
sometimes stuff's just too good to be true.
Yeah,
If you can make something fun with it, they can exploit it.
yep. We did so much with the dropper randomizers back then too.
Well, it's really the only way to do it, like in a nice
Yeah,
way.
yeah, it was.
It's still pretty hard to do nowadays, but if you've got like a data pack IDE, it's not nearly as hard.
Not except on Bedrock, because we have scoreboard random. Yay.
Yeah, you need to make like a loot table random on Java, but then if you have an IDE for your data pack, then it probably does it for you. I've not used a lot of those, but I imagine.
Purple is so far ahead, it's crazy.
Let's hope this game
Hey,
doesn't
Yeti
break
set
He's
again.
one.
really
Went
good at his movement games.
Mm-hmm.
And they are coming up to lap one of the simmers, I think. Right on the heels of James Turner.
Poor James.
Oh, it's just the optimization in the flight. Makes so much difference.
So like, some people are already doing a few skips here and there. they notice them on the first lap and start to implement them.
Here we go. Purple, the first person to complete Ace Race. Yeti set go.
Jojo second.
Illumina comes in third. Pete just behind. Oh, puns! Got the boost out of the water, but didn't overtake. Oh, H-bomb hits the ceiling. Martin, look at that. 11th place.
Gotten so good at Ace Race.
Did Martin play?
Teal, look at Teal. They've already, all of them have finished.
Wow.
Oh wow,
Finished
That's,
10th.
that's very
good.
impressive.
Did if I'm Zeus, did Martin play the original one? Or was that not
Yeah,
in?
set go.
And he
I
said
don't
go
think
with
it is.
season 1.
Yeah,
thing.
no, that was. There weren't any YouTubers in that one.
No, that was from the community event.
Wait, was it played twice?
Oh,
No,
I
it's,
remember.
well, I think Yeti Said Go was season 1 of the game show.
I think it might have been, yeah. I seem to.
Maybe in live.
Was it Fighting Spirit and Heros, maybe?
No, they played.
Yeah, the
Python.
evac crew, says Shawnee.
Pretty sure Yeti did not exist in the pilot season.
No, I don't think
No,
so.
maybe not.
We have played a lot on the streams back then. I still remember doing 100-player Yeti Said Go, or as close to.
Yeah,
100
no,
as
Martin played Python's Crypt.
Hmm.
Remember that much. Python's
Yeah.
Crypt was later on.
Oh, whoa. Never
No,
mind.
Python's
We're
was
good.
the original, and he played it in the original.
Yeah.
He might have played it
Come on,
during
Simmons, let's
a
go.
game show
Oh.
live or something.
It highly upsets me that there's a space in gingerbread. It says gingerbread man. Yeah, because the team color is ginger.
And then
Exactly.
the
And they are
mascot
bread
is
men.
the bread man.
And the
Yeah.
bread is a man.
If you did it the other way, it just wouldn't make sense. It'd be
Gingerbread
silly.
men, yeah.
They're just men.
Yeah, could
That
you
team would only
imagine a
work
team?
if Tommy was on it.
Ah.
If
You
next
know-
year,
Yeah, ginger and bread are two different words. Like, you have
next
to
year
put
we'll
space
consider.
between them.
No, we should consider it next year to have gingerbread and a man and put Tommy on it.
Yep.
Oh my God, 5
Gingerbread
seconds.
men. That's such
Uh,
genius.
that's what it should be.
Anyone like ginger nut biscuits?
They're good, they are.
Yeah.
They're tasty.
They
Especially when
are.
you're feeling sicky.
Look
Yeah.
at those
Not feeling
event
very
standings,
well,
by the way.
they're
Hold on.
beautiful.
Oh, this is very close.
4105, 07, 23, and 39.
That
They
is
are.
tight.
Lethal. I think
And
the
it's
server
Ninth
started
are
again.
just 1,000 below.
5th, 6th, 7th are
Daniel.
all within 100.
Daniel, the timer
Uh,
stopped. Daniel.
Yeah, we've not moved.
Why
forward.
is it stopped?
Where's the
The
timer
Sapphire
stop?
Santas are bringing up
Is
the
this
rear.
happening again? Oh dear.
Are we broken? 'Cause
Oh,
oh,
bro.
yeah, we're gone.
Daniel, has that cancelled out the entire race?
No, because it's finished.
Nice.
It saves
Oh
after
my
the-
god.
That would be a nightmare.
This is
would
Yeah,
be a
that was
literal nightmare.
close.
concerning.
Oh.
Christ.
Few issues.
I think that's the worst game to break mid game.
Mm.
Yeah, but
So at least we
Right
got it
after.
out of the way.
We held on. We held on. Okay, we're gonna have issues this event. Let's get that out of the way. We got through without any
The
consequences.
timer is still running, by the way, so it might be worth trying to pause on console, Daniel.
Is Michael around?
Someone came to work
yeah,
drunk.
he's fixing it.
Joke. No, we did come to
That's
work drunk
perfect.
today.
Yeah,
we're not
definitely.
yeah,
that's
no
what
need to add
But
jokes to
why-
that.
What? Kind of odd. Like,
Fine, I'll go on MCC Island. I forgot to claim my winter calendar.
Ah, I forgot the first day.
Yeah.
It was
a shame.
gems as well.
Daniel, is there anything we should be trying in the meantime? Like, do you want less people on the server viewing or anything?
Yeah, do you want to stop?
No, it's purely a it's purely like a technical issue. I'll explain in the visa thing.
Server's back up.
We're back up.
Lovely.
We're back.
Yeah, we just had some issues with our server, the server provider. We're just trying to make sure we're good before we restart. Obviously, this is like the second time it's happened. I think we'll be alright. As long as it's not happening in the games, we are A-okay. Look at that scoreboard, though.
Boy, it sure is.
Oof. Third and fourth are very close. I know we mentioned that before we crashed, but still.
Purple staying glued to the top of the leaderboard as well.
All of them are close.
They're all very close.
First to fourth may as well all be joint first, to be honest.
Might as well get back on the old
I'll
island.
do a review check again.
I might as well
It's-
not then.
Promise that I don't know what the safest way to proceed is.
Oh, it's really not ready.
I think it'd be good to proceed, and then we do have a longer break coming after this game.
True, this is the break coming up.
Yeah, we've got.
Yeah, we've got one.
We should probably just carry on, and then, yeah, maybe we have a longer break if it needs a little bit more
needs to
time.
be, yeah.
There's something that we can try. We need to get Michael to agree. We're gonna try just move to a completely different IP and then have everyone reconnect with that IP and remove the normal one.
Why does it say Reefy? Reefy is an in-joke from game show days where one of our contestants put Reefy and he's just stuck around.
Is it Tapol's fault? I think it is, to be honest.
Possibly.
Oh, wow, we can't
Maybe.
say that.
You know, on the
I
weather
mean,
when
we
they
can't
say,
say that.
you know, on the weather though when they say a massive storm's coming and then it happens, that's their fault. If they shut their mouth and they
Yeah,
didn't
if they
show
never
you,
told you about it.
they didn't show
yeah.
you the
Mhm.
spirals and the reds and the yeah, just weather, innit?
Where are you speaking to Michael right now? Daniel?
Slack.
Can you
Yeah.
ask him to get onto TeamSpeak?
Yeah, you guys might as well just snag a channel and
Yeah.
bash it out to be faster.
Yeah, it also takes some time to do stuff. You should probably move up a channel for this.
Yeah.
User left your channel. User left your channel.
So
User left your channel.
Well, I guess it's up to us to entertain. Yeah, no. Well, it is. What should we do? I
Let's-
mean, to be fair, Tom, you have a round of fishy game that you need to play that you didn't do end of last time.
fishy around
You
the
don't-
fishy game.
You don't
You-
need to do that,
You
Tom. You
promised,
don't need
You
to.
promised the chat that you were going to play fishy game. You didn't.
Oh, I mean, I
They've
did.
all forgotten. It's fine.
They didn't, because that's how I remembered. They told me.
Ah, dear.
What's wrong, Isaac? It's your most popular song.
It used to be. It was for a long time.
It should be.
So what's overtaken it? Oh no.
Just loads, everything since MCC came out. But before MCC, it was fighting for the top played song.
Guys, I'm disappointed. How have you let this happen?
Should we play I Spy in the hub?
No, why not?
Why
Let's do
not?
it.
Why not? Yeah.
I Spy
start.
with my little eye, something beginning with B.
B.
I
I
wouldn't- There's no bunting anymore.
mean, there kind of is.
It's not
Is this
bunting.
Oh, it's not bunting anyway.
Bow.
Yeah, that's it. Good job.
Got it.
You'll go.
I spy with my little eye something beginning with P.
Ooh. Let me have a quick think. Presents.
No.
Oh. Oh, you're on board with this.
Panel.
No.
I'm already done.
Well, that was a good game. That was riveting. It
I'm
was
not done.
peppermint.
It's
Oh,
peppermint.
Sorry.
You
Yes,
don't know. You don't know what mint they are.
Yeah, it could be
They're clearly
spearmint. Could be
they're clearly
spearmint.
Peppermints. Look at them up there on the thing. They're peppermints.
You know what sucks, by the way? Let's get this out of the way. Spearmint.
Might be.
Spearmint.
The
Water.
same.
I'm
It is
not-
the same. It's the one.
You can't taste the difference.
What, between peppermint and spearmint?
Yeah,
Oh no, you certainly can.
you can.
You
Yeah,
can
for
taste
sure.
the difference. You 100% can.
If you, I mean, have spearmint polos and then peppermint polos.
Sorry, I agree with that
Very
statement. I
different.
just said the contrary. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I confused everyone there.
Yeah.
We're just waiting for our technical team to give us the okay to start. We've had a few server issues, but should be getting them sorted fairly soon.
Sorry for the wait, guys.
Tapo, why do you do it?
Yeah.
We're this
It,
close.
no, it was Tackle, although it was Rambo with the water.
Yeah.
And now we're stuck here now.
Has there been a message sent in chat explaining what's going on?
What's team?
I can pop a message in if someone.
Yeah,
I'll
in
hop
game
up.
chat. In game
Yeah,
chat.
in
Yeah,
game
yeah.
chat.
Let me hop up and say.
Yeah.
I'll hop up and ask.
User left your channel.
What's everyone's favourite gift you got for Christmas, Noxcure admin?
Ooh, favorite
Okay.
gift for Christmas?
Ever.
Yeah, but I'd say ever or recently, because
I remember particularly loving getting a console that allowed me to play Monkey Ball 2.
of course.
That was really great. Probably a laptop though. 'Cause I didn't have
User
a
joined your
computer before
channel.
you get given that.
I don't remember a favourite gift, but I remember my favourite Christmas was my parents did. We were quite small. My parents did a sort of treasure hunt throughout our house from Santa. So we had like the snow footprints on up the stairs, like little presents all around. And then when we finished it, our bikes were outside. It was the best thing that we ever did for Christmas. So yeah, probably the bike actually.
We're back, guys. Sorry, I was blinking for a really long time. That's why the screen went black.
God's sake, Tom.
I had to switch it off just for a second. It's all good though. Anyone just have like a really long blink between the hours of like, I don't know, let's say midnight and 8 a.m. It really makes you feel good,
Longest
doesn't it?
blink.
Yeah.
Mm.
Anybody know you can do? I've accidentally declined the resource pack.
What?
Oh, you got to
I
leave.
logged off,
Go
logged back in.
leave.
I've-
Go leave.
Click
no, but
edit
it's.
on the
it's
server.
now-
You click edit
Oh,
on the server.
Yeah.
thank you, thank you.
Oh, did all streams go dark at the same time? Probably like a power outage.
Yeah,
Or-
must be.
Or a blink. You know when the sun gets in your eyes and your eyes go all like, and you sneeze. Yeah, it's probably that. It just like came over the horizon, shone in everyone's eyes, and made him sneeze. Yeah, it's a little broke, but we're all good.
I think like the internet's struggling just a bit in general at the moment.
Mm.
Nothing like a little
It's set to enabled and it's just not. Why is my Minecraft having a right little
You
cross
could-
moment?
I think if you delete the server.
Right, so it wasn't. I accidentally set
Redo
it to
it.
disabled.
Oh, okay.
Ignore me.
Well,
It's been a long week, guys. It's been a long week.
It's been a
Yeah.
heck of a week.
oh no.
So
I logged into Snapchat on Google Chrome, and now I'm getting Snapchat notifications on my computer. I don't want this.
Yeah,
No.
this has happened
Yeah.
to me as well. I hate it.
awful.
Get away.
Yeah, I just get like I've got so many. This is why I have Windows notifications permanently muted.
I've had that actually recently. I was trying to do something on Photoshop, and someone was messaging me on Slack, and it covers up the layer panel when it comes up. It's so annoying. Trying to see all my layers, and it was just like sliding in and out.
That is such a relatable thing. I'll be right back.
All the teams are ready. It looks like we are
Well, let's
on
go.
track to restart.
In 2 minutes.
Wonderful.
Ah, there we go.
Wait,
Much
you'll know
nicer.
what Snap is. That's a shock. What's the... Hang
Well,
on.
no, it's not. That's
So,
pretty.
yeah, first of all, how old do you think we are?
Oh yeah.
Because this is the...
That's a great way to make ourselves feel good about
This is the Gen Z team. All the boomers are upstairs dealing with the actual...
Yeah, all the boomers are
problem.
upstairs. Sorry, Noctis, could you leave, please?
Don't.
I'm kidding. I can't be mean to you. It goes against my the fibre of my being. I can't do it. I instantly feel guilty.
I was about to say break the heart of everyone, don't you? Down with
Some people are 30. I'm 21. I think I'm the youngest. Well, no, Tor's here.
Chat, how old do you think I am?
35.
That's just not true, is it?
No, well. it
There you
could
go.
be.
There's one age knocked down for you, chat. You can work out the rest.
36?
Yeah. Are you
Anyway,
one of
I'm
those,
going to be handing in my notice tomorrow.
Are you one of those people that's like 40, but you're like you have
Oh, do you know?
medicine?
No, here's the thing though. I stream Minecraft. What's going to end up happening is I am going to be like 36 and still streaming Minecraft. So
Yeah.
Yeah, and it'll
know.
still be a great game.
you are right.
You'll still be making little rat paintings.
Aren't I
Get
really good at them?
They're crazy. They're actually nuts,
Grid runner.
and it looks
I
like
do.
it looks like such a pain in the ass to make
Nice.
as well.
They're really fun to do.
They
They're really
seem
fun to do.
Woo!
Who's everyone watching other than Nox? We are not even watching Nox. Nox isn't here.
I'll be honest, Tom. I think it's my latest expression of ADHD in like some kind of output
yeah,
form.
you're just finding some busy work to do.
Something to focus your mind.
Actually, I have a kind of crazy story about that. When we were doing Meltdown, when we were making Meltdown, I was working really, really hard to get that game done. And at the same time, I just moved flat. I just moved like out of my parents' house and into my own flat. And it was all sort of like coming together. I was a bit stressed. And what I started to do was I started to sculpt stuff out of baby bell wax. Because we were getting like baby bells. I was eating baby bells while I worked, and I was making like little sculptures. And I started on Michelangelo's David, and I was really proud. It was really good. It wasn't very big. It was like, I don't know, half the height of my phone. So it would have been like the full height of my phone if it was done. Well, I got up to the legs, and then I ran out of baby bells, and the Meltdown finished, and I was like less busy. And yeah, I didn't need to do it anymore.
You still got the legs?
No, I had to throw it away because the sight of it was like.
Right.
Oh,
it
was it
was-
did that thing? It's like it's not finished, and it's starting to stress you
No,
out.
it
Probably
was
would've
just
got
like-
a bit smelly as well.
I was looking at it and like, what were you think? I was like, what on earth? Like, if I have anyone back to the flat and they come in my room,
I think you're a
they're gonna say
serial
because
killer.
the other thing was yeah, and it was on a base plate of a Pringles lid as well, which is just
It doesn't give off mental wellness.
yeah,
I'll be
and
honest.
look, it wasn't. It was a expression of difficult times, and getting rid of it, was to signal the end of that.
They're very therapeutic.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Now it's time to shave Santa.
Woo! Need to get ready for flying over and delivering presents.
His beard might get stuck in the cogs. His famous
What of the sleigh?
his famous cogs. The old merry cogs, and yeah, causing facial injuries. So he's got to wear either a net or shave it off. And a net's not. It's not on
he
brand.
had a mask and just been
Who's
COVID
she?
compliant, but he didn't.
We need Joe back. Joe's funny.
Thanks,
It
bud.
hurts.
Yeah.
It hurts just a little, you know. I'm not gonna lie, I'm currently busy, so
We really
can't
got on a
be on my
net
top
joke.
humour form. I did a net joke. What's wrong with that? Just a little one. Fun.
Just a little Annette joke as a treat.
What they say about me, just a little one for fun.
Oh, I've just remembered something I've done.
Oh no.
Oh.
What have you done?
Oh, I
Crafted
can't.
more things out of wax.
No, I can't say.
Alright.
You'll see
What?
later.
That doesn't sound good. What have you done?
Nothing.
Well, no, because you've just said you've done something.
I've done
Can't leave
something. I
us all in
can't.
suspense.
I can't
Can we
tell.
get a hint? Can we have a hint?
It's a wonderful thing.
No, that's not a hint. That's a rubbish hint.
It's a small part of a wonderful thing, which someone I think's quite fun.
Someone.
Someone.
You talking about the game?
No. Oh, the game is. There's something cool in the game, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, there is.
We'll see though.
At the end.
I might ruin some people's
that-
Christmases.
At the end.
A good one.
It's easier, Noctis. I've made it
about
a
to say,
lot
Yeah, yeah,
easier.
yeah.
It can't
It went
be
really
worse.
well. It went really
Testing
well.
last time. Rhyming it.
Ooh, purple alert.
That's
Steaming
the risk
ahead.
you take from signing up to an early test.
No, I know. But it was just like I was ready to start traveling to people's houses. I don't know what I was gonna do.
Say, my team did it fine. Because we're
Of course
gamers.
it did.
Because we're gamers.
Because you're admin.
True. And I will cheat in grid runners during the test because it is. I make all the
You're
rooms.
outright just admitting that you cheat.
Yeah,
right
if you're
now.
a tester and you're watching this and you wonder, I wonder what Tom does when he's testing grid runners and it's a fun test and everyone's going
And
into
it's cheat.
I'm using my knowledge of the rooms that I made to win at the test. Unashamedly, I'm doing that.
To be fair, I think all the testers knew that anyway.
Yeah, I mean, if you didn't, I'm sorry for that might be the Santa's not real moment of the day for some.
Not against the rules.
I mean, Santa's questionable. Yeah, go on, Tor. I mean, we all know.
No, we didn't. Oh, we were the ones to tell you that.
Next year we should have a room which is sit on Santa's knee and it's just to get to the exit. That'd be really great.
Chat,
I want to do that.
Chat. I'm sorry, chat. I'm sorry you had to hear it from us.
But Santa's real. We just shaved him.
Yeah. Well, our version of Santa. I mean, 10 heads and shoulders of Santa, so.
Oh, speaking of shaving, my bathroom is so cold, and it makes shaving miserable. It's just awful in the winter.
Such an issue with the patriarchy there.
I've got to shave my. I've got to shave my beard in the morning. I always think of that monkey song. You know when they're like, "My shaving razor's cold and it stings," because it does sting. It's really relatable.
Yeah, I know exactly that feeling.
You not think about growing it out then a little bit?
I cannot for the life of me. I'll be honest.
Does it just not
It's,
form very well?
Yeah, it's kind of. My dad's got quite a big one. I imagine in the future I'll. Stop! Stop! You are disgusting.
Well,
It's just the wrong time to cut off the sentence.
He's
isn't
got a
it?
big beard. Use the context of the sentence.
Yeah, I was using the context and ignoring.
Yeah. Anyway, I'll imagine in the future I'll have, I'll be. Oh, it's a minefield, isn't it? I'll have a big beard, but not right now.
Yeah.
What's happening with Green right now? What are they up to? Oh, they're on this one.
Yeah, last time I tried to grow my facial, or I didn't try. I was backpacking, and I was in Europe, and I thought I lost my razor in a hostel. And I was like, oh, that's really bad. And I had to go out and buy a French razor, and it was really difficult because they want like ID, and I was English, and you have to actually like have a conversation with people in a different language.
Wait, but how old is it in France?
It's
16,
18.
right?
No, it's 18.
18.
I
Blimey,
can't.
okay.
Well, I imagine like
What?
I
For a
needed.
So
razor?
silly.
I
though.
needed to provide ID.
You've just got to
but-
grow it out if you're young.
Well, yeah, I needed to show them ID.
Guys,
I don't know how. I don't know what the actual limit
What?
was.
They don't need to do that. Come on, Teal, you don't need to do that. Look under the ice. Look under the ice, guys.
Ooh, what's under the ice?
What could be under there? What could be really useful that's under there?
Wait, who's further behind? Pink.
Pink? I suppose
Oh,
they
they're
have just
really
had a-
far behind, aren't they?
Uh-oh. Might have a few issues on Honey Slide. Maybe in Search the
Yeah.
House.
No, they're on Honey Slide now. Where's the... Oh, that one. There they go.
Anyway, yeah, so I had to get her. I went through the arduous process of getting a French razor. And then, yeah, I found it in my backpack, so I didn't need to do any of that.
Of course.
Did you use the French razor though? Did
Uh,
you just not bother?
No, I did in the end, because it was sharper than the other one.
Oh, that's what you've done now. Interesting.
Oh, okay.
That's an interesting idea.
I like that a lot better.
Oh, I need to... Yeah. Minecart just got stuck.
Oh, no.
Go on. Oh! Oh! I didn't make it.
Oh, it really is a struggle for some teams. This.
Hmm.
I guess it just depends how lucky you are. It seemed really easy.
It's definitely
When
not
I
easy.
tested
It's
it.
definitely not an easy room.
No, it's not easy.
Yeah, I think me and my team were just a bit lucky. Ah, watching red right now. Keep getting
They were
stuck.
close.
Yeah, I'm watching Aqua.
Oh. Oh, because you need to press the button. They're fine. They're fine. Go on, come on. Oh, god damn it. Oh, dear.
A tricky little time.
There we go. There we go. Go on. Oh, one more. Ah!
Oh,
Oh,
green.
they didn't even set up at the end. All you need is just a
Come
bit
on,
of
Aqua, you're nearly
patience,
there.
and then you'll
Green's
have
You're
to.
nearly there,
what?
Aqua. You're nearly there.
Oh dear. They're not closing the gates. Reclose the gate.
It's getting stuck.
Oh, no, that's a storm. Oh, that's so unfair.
Yeah, there we go. Red team's done it. Nice.
Oh, Cyan! They might have done it. They got that. Oh.
Red popping off in this one.
Yeah, there goes orange as well.
Green got it as well. There we go. Oh, it's a close finish. I'll tell you that much.
It is. Quite cool, actually. Oh, yellow. Oh, ah.
It was so close. Oh, they left it on. Had it run underneath. Say hi to Brazil. Hello, Brazil. The entire nation's watching.
Oh. Oh. Thinker.
No,
Oh,
no,
you fool.
Mint.
You watching Lime as well?
Yeah. Oh, no.
Oh, dear.
Oh, this is.
Sylvie!
Oh,
It's a bit rough.
Oh, Sylvie.
Yeah, 2 at the same time. Oh, it's going to be a race between Yellow and Mint. Do we have enough time to do the parkour, though? Oh, 3 teams are doing the parkour. Go on. Oh!
Go on, man.
Yeah.
Whoa.
That's all right. That's all right. That.
Cerulean finished the room, but just not in
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
Every time I told it that hard.
Yeah. Merry Christmas,
Every time
everybody.
oh man. Yeah, it is a 19 repeat.
We did let 10-year-olds into it. This isn't quite a
Let's see what the
repeat.
fastest.
This isn't quite a
Okay.
repeat of 19.
Yeah, at least some people finished.
Yeah, because 19, it was 3 teams finished, I think.
Yeah, no, this is all right.
Ooh, it's
Still very
still
close.
close.
It's
Mhm.
still really close. Damn.
I think everyone loved that room.
Oh yeah,
Huge,
I think that room
a
was
huge success.
Yeah, let's bring it back next Christmas.
let's have it 8 times. How about that?
Yeah, just
8.
move the cart through all the pods and
Yes.
everything.
Oh yes, you have to move it between the rooms. Now
Mm.
that is running the grid. Well, it is the break. Everyone come to our VC for half time.
Go ahead,
I mean,
Can
yeah,
I
go ahead.
confirm if we're running normal break time?
You'll have
mean,
to contact Daniel.
What do you mean by that?
Daniel
Oh,
will know.
lengthwise,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, because I need to do poll.
Is the poll
send it
should
real
be
quick, I
going?
think.
Yeah,
Still
that's for
5 minutes.
sure.
All right. Okay.
User joined your channel.
Minecraft
Hello.
parody of Bad
Hello.
Habit by Steve
Are
Lacey.
you good to do the audience votes? Is
I've
already
just
on?
tweeted it. Yeah. Yeah. I held fire because I wanted to check that we didn't need to hold back on anything. But it's gone.
Also, Tom, that room was way too hard.
Yeah.
Oh, I think it was
said
fine.
this so ages ago.
Hey,
I think it's
8
miserable because you
teams.
can't push the minecarts.
8 teams finished. And that's all that matters this Merry Christmas Eve.
Hmm?
It's just the fact you couldn't push the minecart makes it miserable, and it
Mm.
got stuck on the fence gate as well for a few people, so they just couldn't even use the checkpoints because it got stuck, unable to like touch the part rail, which is definitely Minecraft jank. But
Mm.
well, isn't a Christmas event without a really hard last grip on this room? Apparently,
Oh yeah.
that's the new tradition. Boats to get to the side, really hard final grip.
Let's uphold that tradition for
Yeah.
next time. Let's keep it going.
Let's at
Terrible
least make it a
tradition.
little bit less jank next year. Then it's the minecart's fault, the jank.
Yeah.
And the Frostwalker. The fact that it stays so little. Very cool concept though.
Was.
You can't bash it that much. It's just
User
time.
left your
It's a
channel.
really cool room, but Grid Runners is a very fast-paced game.
luckily the like course finish points are not as important anymore, so it didn't make as much of an effect.
Mm.
Yeah, I mean, as long as like more than half complete, then it's all good.
Let's get a little furnace going so we can cook our potato. Lovely. Ah, So what are you guys thankful for? Oh, that's the wrong holiday.
Yeah, we've passed that holiday.
Guys, what is your favourite pastry? That's what I actually want to know. What's your favourite pastry?
I had my first panettone
Oh, they are good.
like earlier today. I just
What,
saw
you
one. I
don't
was
like
like,
the Noctis?
No,
Really?
they're really dry. I just don't like them.
I had one from Marks and Spencer. It wasn't very dry. It's like
You're having bad panettone.
Yeah, I think
Am
maybe
I?
I've just had bad panettone.
No, not you.
No, me.
Oh, okay.
Noctis. You're having
Right.
good.
Yeah, it was not what I expected it to be like. It's like
It's
Kind
it's
of a-
similar to brioche, really, isn't it?
yeah, but just a lot better.
I love brioche.
Brioche is great.
What a great invention.
Brioche. Cheese twists. Belgian bun counts. You can have Belgian bun. Yeah.
I'll tell you what. When I went to Netherlands, I tried a. Daniel, are you here?
Yeah, that's freaking up.
A Friekendelbroekje. Yes, that. Oh,
Right,
that was
so-
brilliant.
You've just made that up. That's not real.
No,
It
it's a
is.
sandwich with a frikandel in it.
Yeah, Friekendelbroek, which is like
Meatballs, isn't it?
no, it's it's kind of like a sausage roll with a sort of a curry element.
Oh,
is how I
that sounds
describe it.
crazy good.
It was
Like the sound of it.
brilliant, and you can just get it at every corner. There's just some guy holding it up, like like a baker telling you to come inside.
What? Just holding one again. Come,
Yeah.
come, have my pastry.
Ooh,
My favorite pastry is like a maple and pecan cake. Really nice.
Cinnamon swirl.
oh, cinnamon swirl, yes.
They're good. Yeah.
What defines a pastry? Like, I mean, if it's made with like short crust, phyllo,
Yeah, just pastry.
Pastry dough.
puff pastry, yeah, it's made with pastry. Though I suppose like a cinnamon roll wouldn't really count because that's made with dough, not with.
No,
with the
no, I mean
pastry.
like the cinnamon swirls.
A
Like
swirl
the
is
crispy,
pastry.
the
Oh,
crispy
yeah,
one, not
yeah,
the
yeah.
cinnamon roll, as in like the ones with
Yeah,
the
brilliant.
cream cheese frosting. Though those are delicious. To be fair, anything with cinnamon. But if I was gonna go like, do tarts count? Because then I would say a key lime pie, which is like my favorite dessert of all time.
Technically, yeah, because they're made with short crust pastry
Yeah.
usually.
Oh,
I
love
really
key
want
lime
to
pie.
try baklava. It looks
Oh,
really nice.
Oh,
I tried
it's
baklava,
so
it's so
good.
bad.
It's really
Yeah.
good.
It is the.
Is there like
it
a
is
place you can buy it from?
Oh,
Oh,
I
you
don't know.
can. I mean,
Greece.
All right,
To
then
be
I'll,
honest, if you
I'll
want,
get my
like,
I'll get my
if
code.
where
I'll
you
get my
live has
code.
any kind of falafel stand, they probably will also
Yeah,
sell it
that's-
there.
Yeah, but like
true.
in a
There's one in
supermarket somewhere
Oh
that's
yeah, you
like
probably
available.
can. You'd probably have to like
Oh,
I've never
Tesco
spot
has
any.
kind
Like
of-
a Waitrose might have it.
Also, Lidl
okay.
do like their sort of rotation of like really cool, like they do food from particular countries. So I bet they'll have some at some point. Not sponsored.
Oh yeah, if you can get some, though it is like the sweetest.
I really want to try it. Randomly,
Sweetest
like
thing.
how to make baklava videos came up on YouTube, and I watched it. It's like, oh my god,
It looks
that looks
amazing.
awesome.
Minute to go.
1 minute.
Yep.
Well, great time to announce I can't get back online.
Why?
Check the Discords. And don't share the IP.
Yeah. just
Again, check the Discord.
Yes. And don't share
black
it.
your screen. Blink
Yeah,
your
yeah.
eyes.
Oh,
Blink your eyes.
guys, I feel a
Close
sneeze
your eyes
coming
before
on.
you do it. Can we confirm like the results of the
Chew.
poll?
Oh wait, you sneeze when you go chew.
This poll is really close. What's the result? Twitter,
I'm
please.
back.
Twitter,
Fantastic.
minus 2 minutes left. Twitter.
You need to pause. I paused the
User
timer.
joined your channel.
Least
Pause.
votes.
I will pause for Twitter too.
So currently it says final results for me. Lowest is Batbox.
That box.
Right, we're doing
Batbox.
the box.
Right.
Batbox.
What happened?
Yeah,
By
that
a
is.
very slim margin.
Twitter is being weird.
Yeah, it says
What a
final results for
surprise.
me. Can confirm.
Elon.
Elon!
Elon's just messing around, isn't he?
It's confirmed battle box. Are we happy with that? Confirmed battle box? Yeah.
I mean, I'm not
Elon's-
happy with it, but I'll take it.
Well, I can-
One day, Elon's gonna rig it to get the game he wants. I'm
I can
telling you.
override it if there's like a mismatch, right? But I always want
No,
to make sure we confirm.
on Twitter it is showing as Battlebox
Oh.
as lowest votes.
Yeah, if that changes, that's on Twitter.
It's made Kermit the Frog in the dome. I'm in love.
What? The shape.
Look at the skins.
Well, I think we can say that Elon loves BattleBox.
Over the chat,
Yeah.
they did actually turn off the API because while testing, it didn't work either of the tests we did because they changed their API and had to redo it. So yeah, they did turn it off.
Who do these skins belong to? These skins belong to people who signed up a while ago, actually.
Yeah.
And they're the same skins we use for like the audience. So when we get in game, you'll see people like standing around the side. That's all from the same pool of people. Yeah, Santa's Sleigh. 3 years in a row. Sapnap's not here to get 9 out of 9 this time.
I think this is
Hey,
the
that
last
was a fun
time it'll be
video.
on event as well. Every time it'll be on Island.
Because it's going to Ireland.
Yeah.
Starfire, I did see a question, but we were in the middle of a chat. Also, Starfire's back in the chat.
How-
Woo!
Tommy.
Tommy!
This is crazy.
Wow.
He's found a way to evade the square filter legally.
Oh. This is getting nasty now. I don't know what to...
It's getting mean.
You know one stream that isn't mediocre? The stream of content that will be coming to MCC Island after this event.
Yeah.
We have
Can we
got
fire him? Please, can we fire him?
Oh, that's great.
two new
Stream. It's a bloody
two
island.
new games. No,
Games?
two
I
new
don't know
maps.
games.
Three new maps for two
Three
games.
new maps.
Old
Three.
games.
Yeah.
One map's old.
But
Two of the maps are
also
new.
one-
But
But they're all new
count with
in the
Tom
context of
Meltdown.
Ireland. They're all new, and they're
Yeah.
coming to Ireland after the event, and you'll be able to play them. Old.
Oh, yes, please.
That was like having a stroke.
Am I following right now? I don't know. Oh, I'm following the Simmers, it looks like. Yay! Come on, Simmers.
Yeah, Tom, you should follow the simmers throughout this whole experience. I think we're gonna learn a lot from him.
Oh, we'll learn a lot, alright. Just like you can learn about all the changes
I swear to God, man.
I knew you were gonna segue into something.
coming to Ireland on the forums. As we've seen, Twitter's had some issues as of late, so the best place to make sure you're kept up to on the news is by going straight to the source, the forums.
Yeah, actually, it's to sign up to the newsletter.
Sign up to the newsletter, just like I said. And you misheard me the first time if you thought you heard anything else. Get on that right now. Give us your email, and we'll give you news.
Right,
You
instead
know
of
what else is
plugging Island
news?
more,
We've got new merchandise that's just come out.
Oh my
We
God.
do.
plugging more stuff. Let me tie it
I'm
back
so
remotely.
sorry,
I'm
everyone.
sorry, chat. I am really sorry about all of this.
I'll tie it back remotely to this event. If you press on the tab, we have some funny way the names are shortened. So Teal turkeys have Captain Sparkle and Pan, which sounds like someone in their sidekick.
Pun.
Fun.
Pan is a great name.
Nixna.
Please snap off.
Solidarity Gaming.
We also have pizza
Wait,
and
it
in the
lines
little-
up-
I
Wait.
love how you can have all of good times with Scar, but puns becomes pun.
Well,
Yeah,
chat.
that's not fair, is
Chat.
it?
Look at what you see where it says
Life
solid.
interest.
All right. If you're watching the stream, it says Solidarity Gaming with the N, and then the G from Game Coins lines up perfectly. It's like an eclipse. Oh, it's
Well,
gone
not
now.
anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like,
If you
it's
saw
like an
it,
eclipse,
if
it's
you were
gone.
there, for that beautiful moment, oh, nothing matches it.
Well, so we have in the little W, which I think, hopefully,
That's a sign.
I'd love to see it.
can we get a Martin W?
Do you know?
No, we
What's
can't.
Sylvie
Sylvie.
I'll pause in post game.
Yeah.
Or post rounds because we have to in this game.
Mm-hmm.
BattleBox gives me an indescribable sense of rage since MCC I released Can't Explain. Thank you for that. That means we're doing something right because
Getting
it's-
an emotional reaction
yes, it's like
Yeah, I
you know
don't know
what.
how BattleBots gives people rage, but Sky Battle doesn't.
Oh,
Sky Battle.
Sky Battle's
no,
the
actually,
worst.
Tug Toss gives
To
me
get to
the
the other
most
side is
rage
the
I've ever felt.
worst for that. It's the worst game ever made.
You just changed the name of the game like 3 times
Yeah.
in that sentence.
Yeah.
that you
No,
were-
this one's the worst. No, this one instead.
Yeah, like, oh, Battle Box is the... Sky
Yeah.
Battle is... Oh, to get through...
Not her favorite game.
No.
Well,
No, it's 100%. If you want to get really cross, you play to get to the other side. If you're not like cracked at it.
yeah.
But the thing is, I can't stop.
No, do you know what? Even if you are cracked, because I was playing the other day and there was someone was following me between lobbies, not on purpose, but just because of the matchmaking, and they weren't finishing. They were just punching other people, and that made me
Oh.
cross because it was like, you know, I had places to be, I had things to do, and they were getting in the way of that.
Well, fortunately, there was something added to help prevent that being quite as annoying.
And where can you read about that, Eloise?
On the forum.
Yes, you can. That's mcci.com/forums.
Yeah, that's good.
Is it? So I just want to check. I don't want to send anyone to like a.
You're just
Yeah.
checking that you
Let's
sent
just
it to
send
the
them
right
there. Oh,
place
that's
now.
not the place. I meant to send them at all.
Well, you know what isn't pausing? MCC Island
Oh,
over
no.
the break.
Aye.
We're gonna keep. If you haven't seen it, we're taking a break between seasons. And we're gonna be keeping updating Island. So even though the events aren't coming, you don't need to worry. We're gonna be hard at
Tom, have
work.
you just sent people to the complete wrong place?
Yeah, they have.
You have, yeah.
That's wrong. Well, okay. Maybe you typed it wrong. Maybe you typed it wrong.
MCCI.com. From USB system software to innovative electric power monitoring for more efficient buildings, MCCI uses our technical skills to put customers first.
And so do we on our merch store, MCC.store.
Oh my god, I just don't want you to be able to say things anymore.
Oh.
Oh God.
Do you know what? It's my fault because for this admin stream, I was really, really tired, and I was thinking, how on earth am I gonna do this? Because I've got to stream for another, 3 hours at this rate. And so I gave myself some caffeine, and look where we are now.
Does anybody else here like chocolate covered espresso beans?
No, because I hate coffee.
You don't like coffee?
I hate coffee.
This
I
is
absolutely
actually the
hate
first
What?
time I'm hearing this
I
about.
thought
Oh,
you loved
interesting.
coffee.
No,
Oh,
so my sister loves coffee. I hate it. I'm a tea drinker.
Nox, what are you gonna say?
That I love chocolate covered
Um,
coffee. I coughed, like as I was about to say it.
Ah, good. Onomatopoeic.
Thank you, chat, for backing me up.
They are really nice. They're just
Lime got wooled.
good.
Woo!
What's
They
the...
were actively
oh, they're
killing
doing the Simmers
the
are doing it.
Simmers.
They're doing
Simmers.
it.
Oh,
Still wooled them.
Sinners! Yeah!
Oh, Teal are
Get
willing as well.
concreted.
Teal are willing as well.
That's
Go on, Teal.
amazing.
Wait, have Teal won every game so far?
I think they have.
Oh,
Chat, can we
Yeah,
get
they
confirmation? It's going to happen for the 3rd year in
Teal
a
was
row.
9 of 9
They
nine
went
last
for
time,
nine-
right?
they
And the year before that as well.
Unbelievable.
All on this map.
If you get Teal on
Dang.
islands, then or sign on islands, then you might just win. Maybe
This
Hey.
is
Parkour
quite a
does.
good map for wall rushing or concrete rushing as well.
Well, you can throw potions from above.
What tea is hard to swallow?
Reality.
Nice one, guys.
Are we back to using our
Or-
science to find more jokes that are not funny to then share with people?
I got
Well,
a...
I mean, I didn't come up with the punchline there. They did.
What about a T-shirt?
Yeah, of course you didn't.
Bet that's hard to
Don't
swallow.
you dare.
Yeah, don't you dare, helicopter.
Oh yeah.
Speaking
Yeah.
of T-shirts,
Oh, my jaw hurts.
I mean, a golf tee is pretty hard as well.
Noctis, you'll be pleased to know that my jaw is fine. I could go for hours.
No, it's from smiling. It's
On those chocolate-covered coffee
Coffee
beans.
beans.
Beans?
oh no.
Yeah.
Oh,
you saying,
it's
like-
straight to wall again.
Like coffee beans? I didn't know
Yeah,
you could
like
eat
hot-
them.
like the- yeah, you can.
Yeah,
eat them.
espresso beans, yeah.
Oh.
They're really
Apparently, I
nice.
don't.
Oh, I didn't know that. I thought you had to sort of grind them up, and otherwise they'd be quite bitter.
Is that what you were crunching on earlier? El?
No, that was
Just a
turkey
handful.
and gravy, ridge cut, Sainsbury's
Ooh.
nice
Pasta.
crisp.
Ooh.
Dude,
Fantastic.
yeah, I'll tell you what.
I'm not gonna lie,
supermarkets.
I've had a pan of chocolate since then. Am I right hungry bear today?
Oh, that's where the pastry question came from.
Yeah.
That's why you were going to
Ah.
Yeah.
pastry.
I did a lot of what I climbed up the steps at Tottenham Court Road today. Do you know
Oh,
that's
yes.
the equivalent
Ooh,
of 15,
jeez.
15 flights?
No, do you know even more than that? Every
No.
tube station has the sign saying it's equivalent to 15 flights of stairs, no matter how deep it is.
I was gonna say because I was climbing up it and I was like, I don't think that this is 15.
You go to the one at Covent Garden, it says exactly the same thing.
Though it was 200 steps, which was quite a lot.
Did you count, like, in your head, or?
I was counting, but the tube station was really, really packed, and people started like stopping halfway through. And I turned to my
Oh, I
friend
hate that.
Connor and I went, "Oh, we're nearly halfway there. We're about 70." And he was like, "It's 200 steps." And I was like, "Oh, for God's sake! I thought it was 120." And then at that point, I was so upset that I lost count. So
Oh, blue.
The simmers
Go
are
on, Blue, go
so...
on, Simmons, go on,
so-
Simmons! Do it!
They're so organized
Just knock
about
him
it.
off. Just knock. Oh.
no,
Go, Vic, go!
Oh. Oh.
No!
Oh.
Very good attempt though. They're so organized about breaking it.
Yeah,
If they
that's
went with
like
3, they could just each
back
do a
and
row
next
and the
to
4
each other.
jumps into place.
And Cyan Teal continue their run.
Yeah, they're on 5 for 5 right
They're
now.
gonna do it. They have
I
to.
don't want to jinx it. I don't want to jinx it by saying that
I
one.
want to. Do
Don't jinx them. We've
do
cast
you know how
curse
bad
enough
it-
people.
you know how bad it is as a level designer, right? If you're making a map and someone wins it by like 9 out of 9 every time, that's bad. If I went to level design conference and showed them this, they go, "Look at this idiot." That's unbalanced. That is.
Oh, is Ginger 5 for 5 as well? Are we gonna have a double 5 for 5?
Ooh.
Like,
Well, that's not possible. We can't have 2-9.
no, we can't, can we? Ah.
Unless they draw, we get the best of both
We skip
worlds.
the last round, we can get to 8 out of 8.
Do you know what I just realised? It is weird that we call it the tube. Like the
Why? 'Cause it's in
the
a-
underground. Because think about this, right? If aliens came, like, you know, after the apocalypse or you know, whatever, right? Someone was looking at how humans operate and they learnt the language first and yada yada, and then they were like, hold on a minute, what's this? People traveling at like, you know, hundreds of miles an hour through a tube? What is this dystopian Matrix thing?
That's interesting. Yeah.
Oh, they wall rushed again. Yes. Oh, it's against Aqua though. Damn it.
I can just imagine. Can you imagine like a
Green are gonna
some
win.
plastic tube, right?
We gotta win.
It's over.
And you have to like to be able to move fast through it. You have to kind of like strip down and just get lubricated, and then
what
just
the
get
hell-
shot
what
through
the
it.
hell-
Oh.
what-
Well,
what's
I
happened
lost-
to
I
the
lost
thing
the
you've said?
thread.
What's happening?
No one watched like 12 Monkeys.
No.
Just me. All right.
I watched
Like Futurama sort of tube.
I think Emerald is
Oh,
also
yeah,
5
Futurama.
out of 5.
Or
Or
I'm
is
just
it Emerald?
imagining
No,
the
I-
future method
don't
of
think they are.
like traveling at high speeds,
Emerald's
Yeah.
one from Teal.
and it's not going to be whatever Elon Musk thinks. It's going to be a tube.
Well, he wanted to make a tube.
Like no, but like a plastic tube, but just like bigger. Like imagine like a water slide, but like even smaller.
You're thinking of like Futurama.
Yeah.
I haven't
Yeah.
seen Futurama. Is
You
that
Really?
What?
Yeah.
Have they got?
Also what?
You must have been aware of
You
the
work-
tubes in Futurama.
Yeah, you
then.
work
No,
with the guy.
I've seen 12 Monkeys, which
Oh,
Futurama probably saw.
yeah.
Uh,
Work with
I don't know, maybe.
I mean, is there a plastic tube in Futurama? That
Yeah,
just,
It's in the like the
Yeah,
title
it's the whole
sequence.
thing.
It's like the iconic sort of visual of the whole thing.
No, but like a plastic one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Oh, it
it's
might be
probably
glass,
glass.
Plastic, yeah.
They just
I
have
think it's
tubes
like-
all
it's
around
like
the
a
city,
polymer.
and they just go in them and travel.
It's
Teal
like
just-
a water slide.
Teal
Wait,
just
okay,
absolutely
hold on.
murdered
Literally.
Blue, by the way.
Oh
No,
no.
did they, of course.
They killed all of the simmers at the exact same time. Every single person like swung their sword and killed one of the simmers.
Oh right, yeah, sort of like this, but not. It looks like they're traveling in liquid.
Oh.
But I sort of like I picture it as not liquid.
I
but
don't
you're
think
sort
it
of like
is.
lubricated so that you
Yeah.
can slide through it.
That would, depending on how well it's lubricated, you're gonna get burns from that.
Yeah.
Like Futurama was just like it's like a vacuum, so it just pulls you through, which probably also won't.
But you're
happen.
gonna suffocate then.
Well, if it's
Well, you're
fast
gonna
enough,
you're gonna
not going
expand
to.
actually.
Did Sylvie get back on?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm still running the show. I have to pay attention this time. Unfortunate.
If you go to East London, I know at Woolwichdale for one, they have tunnels under the river instead of bridges, and they're really spooky because they're not as big as a tube tunnel. They're like almost human sized,
Ooh.
and you can see all the way down them.
Oh, I don't think I'd like that.
Wait, what? What? And what are they used for?
So they used to have a mini railway running inside them to get people across the river, basically. Because the river's so wide at that point, it's easier to tunnel than to bridge.
Wow.
And they're they're Victorian, so the little buildings on either side, you go down a big spiral staircase, way more than 15 stories, I'd guess. And then, yeah.
And then there would be like a mini little.
Yeah, and it would be
train
a
down there?
coal-driven train as well, so you'd have all
Oh
the
my
smoke.
God.
Yeah.
That sounds horrific.
I mean, there is. I've been. There are a few stations in London where there is a massive like spiral staircase to get down to like the subway level, and they feel pretty weird already, like going down.
Going that far
15.
under, yeah.
And it's like small, like
Ooh,
really.
It's
Teal
tiny.
versus orange.
Yeah, if you ever get a chance,
Damn.
I would say do it if you're ever in Woolwich for whatever reason.
What's it called?
Woolwich Foot Tunnel. I think
Foot
there's one
tunnel.
at Greenwich as well.
That foot tunnel is like. Do you know in those like films and horror stuff where like arms come out of the walls?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And you would call that like an arm tunnel or something. This one's a foot tunnel, where like feet are just coming out of the walls as you're walking through in the darkness.
Oh, go on. Purple's crazy. Let him get the ace. Let him get the ace. Oh, I think they did. I think they got the ace.
I think they did. I think that's 9 for 9. I think
yeah,
Ginger
that's- got 9 for 9.
There we go.
Yum.
It wasn't Teal, but still happened.
Yeah, I told you not to jinx them, and you did it.
Someone out there wished that a team wins 9 for 9 again, and then the monkey's paw curled up, you know, and it wasn't Teal. You know, they went to a genie and wished for it, but the genie was like spiteful. Wow.
Oh, bloody hell.
Hang on.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, fair enough.
Impulse slack in there.
Oops.
Uh-oh. Daniel?
Amesy.
Daniel, bring it
Daniel.
out. Daniel's
here.
gone.
Oh,
Amesi's
right.
gone.
Amesy.
I
What, he
can't
kicked-
mute them because they're
he kicked
online.
them.
They're
They're
offline.
offline.
Wait till they get
They
back.
found a way around it again.
I'll be back in a minute.
Oh my god.
Wait, I hope she's got the right IP. Hold on.
There she is.
Well, there they go.
Did it? Were you able to like provide a reason? I don't think we have that, right?
I
No.
don't think so, no.
It's just a kick. Just a random little.
The kick's not part of it. The kick was... I don't know what the kick was. I think
that
that
was
was
them
them.
leaving. I think that was them leaving.
Yeah. They,
They were so ashamed.
yeah.
Yeah, they just had
I mean,
to
I
leave.
would
They knew they
just
broke
laugh.
the rules and went, oh gosh.
Is there time for a question? Sure, Starfire. What are you thinking? Don't be tunnel or tube related though, because we're kind of on topic. And it's
No,
taken my mind off merch plugs and segues. And what's your favorite Christmas memory?
I've already answered this. I answered this earlier, so I'll not.
Oh, so many to think of.
What's your
2009.
favourite type of tube?
2005. Pneumatic.
34-inch tube.
Tube of Smarties.
Oh, good one, good one.
I do like one of those.
Yeah, of smart. Yeah, 34
Oh no,
inch.
I prefer the tube. Those little mini M&Ms you used to get, the ones with like the flip. Oh, they were great.
Oh, I've
Yeah.
not seen those in ages.
Oh, I think my dad saw them recently. I was like, I need to get a Kurt. I need to get.
I
Yeah.
feel like so. I have two favorite Christmas memories. I feel like I've forgotten pretty much anything that happened to me before the age of about 15. I'm not really sure why.
Trauma.
Yeah, probably.
You're,
who
you're, a
knows?
you're a clone.
Right.
You're a clone.
No, so one was when my parents went and like they must have I don't know if they used like icing sugar or what. They didn't buy fake snow, I know that, but they like put like pretend snow out by the like the fireplace and like put shoes that look like footprints. And it was the last year that my younger brother like believed in Santa. And so it was like the last time I think we kind of felt like kids enjoying Christmas.
Oh.
I mean, it was really, really sweet. The other one is my stepdad got this, I think it was Guernsey mutton, and it's basically sheep that have only ever eaten seaweed, pretty much. Like they live on a beach. These sheep live on a beach. Best piece of meat I've had in my life. Nothing that the Christmas sandwiches that year
Oh,
was
that
the
does
best.
sound
Stop
amazing, though.
laughing.
No, I'm not. That sounds
Okay.
fire.
No, I'm not taking this. That sounds incredible. And I'm kind of
No,
jealous.
but Nox was.
Yeah,
No,
no,
but-
that's not.
No, hold on, but okay, I have two stories here. Okay. First, best piece of meat I've ever eaten, right? Was in France when we were in the middle of the countryside. We were staying in like this derelict rundown barn that we were trying to convert into a home. And we accidentally hit a rabbit on the road on the way home. And my dad was like, "Oh man, what? Oh, we killed a rabbit." And then he stopped the car, got out, and went and picked up the rabbit. And he was like, "Well, we're not going to waste it." And then we came home, and he put it on the barbecue, and it was the best damn meat I've ever had. I couldn't believe how good it tasted.
You know.
Yeah.
I mean,
rabbit-
to be
we had
fair, though-
To be
roadkill.
fair, yeah, right. Waste that one not. Jesus God almighty, look at those.
Oh, Ludwig's in the mix.
And then the second one was, and just be aware this is a cultural thing, okay? I'm sorry for anyone offended, but it's a culture that does this. I'm a part of a Serbian family, and in Serbia, there's like a tradition when the family comes together that you go and get one of the goats from the back, and you go and hang it on a tree and kill it, and then you
Oh my gosh.
yeah, and then you cut it up for the meal, right, the next day. And yeah, so witnessed the animal, and it's done halal, right? That is halal, the way of killing an animal. And yeah, and it was done for the family dinner, and I was like 12 at the time or something. Like, it's pretty weird, but hey, you know, places in the world do that, and it was good meat.
My dad speaks very highly of guinea pig. He said he went to Ecuador and ate it,
Oh dear.
and it was really good apparently. But that he also saw one at a pet shop when he got home, and he was like, "Oh, I probably shouldn't have done that." Felt bad about it. Because they and sorry for anyone, they serve it on a stick.
Oh God.
Yeah.
But apparently, like, it was like roasted over like oak, and it's like, oh, amazing. But yeah, pretty.
It's weird. It's very strange how like different cultures can be like that, right? Like we've
Yeah.
obviously grown up in a Western culture, and some of this stuff would just be like almost satanic, right? To do, but then you know you go to places like China and stuff, and they eat dogs, you know, and yeah,
That's how you
Well,
do that.
that would be wild.
I'll be
right?
honest.
like, you would never imagine that.
Yeah, I think guinea pigs do it to themselves as well. You ever heard like?
Oh God.
No,
I didn't
because
think we were going this way.
you know, anyone who owns like a small rodent, it dies in the most inexplicable way. You never hear
Oh,
a
that is
story where they're
true.
like, oh, it just like lived a good, happy life and passed away at the age of
I'm
5.
not going to talk about
They
my
like-
hamsters and stories.
They
Yeah.
chew through wires, and they, I don't know, escape their cage and get in a tumble dryer or something. Like, they do crazy stuff.
So yeah, I went to the street food place that sold tumble-dried guinea pig.
No, I'm just saying, like, if they can't make it on their own, I think we're good to eat them.
Guinea
I li-
pigs
I like-
eat their
To
babies.
be fair, it's
What?
only
What?
it's
I mean,
only
a lot of
it's only
small
how you
rodents
brought up
do.
anyway. Like if you're like taught to view something as a pet versus food.
Yeah.
You know, I've no idea what you guys want to bite by now, but I'm just watching Blue play Meltdown, and it just like Zeus is just Papa Smurf. They're all just following behind him.
Oh.
Zeus
is-
cute.
Zeus
Zeus
is
is
helmet.
leading the
I love
way.
Zeus.
You can just see the 3 little helmets just poke their head out and follow him exactly where he goes.
So I
Oh,
just
he's
left
he's
it
leading
fire.
them in
around
circles.
it. It's horrible.
Oh, Ludwig, go on.
Like it's literally
Oh.
just what he's in front, the 3 of them are behind him.
I never knew. No, so you're joking. I don't know that rodents eat their babies. I've never heard of this.
Yeah, no, that's the thing.
New
that's
law on the
just
Rats
what
SMP.
Oh my god.
No, we
they do.
already had that. First day Tubbo comes in, he's like, oh yeah, we have to go eat
the upper hand, please.
we have
Got
to
to go
go
eat
eat
your babies.
baby rats. We had to go eat the baby rats in the closet, and then we had to specify that that was not canon because some of the audience got quite upset that we'd implied rat cannibalism.
But it's
So,
true. They do it like
implied.
they do it to
Well,
themselves.
Oh no,
it
yeah.
wasn't.
Oh, it's a.
No!
It's not a question about implying anymore. Apparently, it's a thing.
Yeah.
Well, no, but
Jesus,
Rats
it's a.
SMP,
It's a
it
mess of a
wasn't.
fight
Oh,
over
It's
here.
always-
I see.
Which
Yeah,
teams? Which
because
teams?
Toby
Right,
had
so
said-
you
lime
have to
and
be
yellow
careful
right
to
now.
imply something
The
correct-
blue
true.
were here
Yeah,
and are dead.
basically, you
Yeah,
can't be
yeah.
doing that.
Can't be. Yeah, we need to be telling fake the news that people want to hear, right?
It is meant to be quite wholesome, I
Damn,
think.
yeah,
I don't
that was
think.
that was savage.
The little ducklings got caught in the middle.
Yeah, it was very
It
sad.
was unfortunate.
Man, that was so many teams just bam, bam, bam.
They were just
quickly
and it
out.
was such a small space. They're all piled on each other.
Speaking of
Sometimes you get
happen.
that.
speaking
Yeah,
of
you do.
tumble dried hamster guinea pig. You ever had
Okay.
You ever
Common
seen?
Chat's definitely recently lost a hamster and is just really upset right
Yeah,
now
that's
now
it.
with
we're
this
just bringing
conversation.
the trauma
Has
right now.
anyone cooked salmon in
mean,
the
like-
dishwasher before?
No,
No,
and that's
and I
just
think
not.
it's a very silly thing to do.
It's
Why-
How
it's
do
a
you
real
even cook
thing.
something in a
Because
dishwasher?
No, I
the
know it's a
dishwasher
real
gets
thing.
really hot, so you wrap it in tinfoil so it doesn't
you
get
sort of
wet.
poke
Doesn't
it
get
in
soaked,
the
huh?
thing.
You put the seasoning in the
salmon.
tablet area.
Salmon, yeah,
No, you put
yeah.
it in the
Put a little
tinfoil.
lemon and
Yeah.
Yeah, you just
herb.
poke the whole thing.
Make sure the salt's all the way up, and it's
Oh right, okay, yeah.
That probably
as long
does
as you're
work.
Not cooking a hamster, but cooking a salmon. That's
salmon,
fine.
yeah, and it's a real
Oh,
thing.
full-
It's quite a common thing. Or there's people that when they go to hotels and it's a genre of video on YouTube where they cook in hotels
Oh yeah, they
with like
cook in the kettle.
with the kettle and the iron, they do bacon on like the iron and stuff. I love it.
I do not. Okay, I don't trust kettles in hotels.
Oh, me
No,
neither.
God no.
Like, I don't know what someone's cooked in that.
No, I don't trust kettles because when I was at uni, one of my mates was refilling his hot water bottle, and rather than doing fresh water, he just put the water from his hot water bottle in the kettle.
Oh,
Didn't tell anyone. So
that
I
is
cooked dinner. I
grim.
cooked pasta with the kettle water. Someone else made a cup of tea, and we were both like, "What the is this?"
I'm
It's
pretty
like,
sure that's poisonous.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what we thought.
probably.
We're like,
All
"What
the
hell?"
rubber seeping.
Yeah. And
Like,
he was like, "Oh, I've always done that." It's like, we've lived with you for 3 years.
Oh
What
no.
are you doing?
oh,
I've always done that. Yeah, that's why you're missing an arm, Gary.
Doesn't make it better.
Such an idiot.
that's why you need the hot water bottle. I imagine that's not gonna be. It's gonna give you the sniffles
That's
at some point.
disgusting.
Mark was just running.
Oh,
Red is
is
also
this-
running in.
I'm just like, I'm on it.
Oh,
And they shot
oh.
each other.
And Teal are out. But they
This
did
is
get the
This is
crates.
a picture. 2 snowmen, 1 dead snowman, and a crate.
Wait,
Screenshot.
Brooklyn, are you actually missing an arm?
Yes, they are.
Stefan needs some time to process this.
Yes, Steph. Yes, Steph is the thing.
He has no follow-up. He didn't expect this.
Wait, what? I think I get the joke here.
No, she's not.
Is that legit?
It's not a joke.
It's
It
not
just
a joke.
took you a while to
Yeah,
process.
it's not.
Yeah, it's
A,
not a joke.
a hot
Wait,
water bottle.
which arm? Ow!
It's
I'm,
not.
I'm
it's
so
not.
curious.
It doesn't really
now.
matter which arm, you just use the other one. Doesn't really matter.
It does matter.
Yeah, afterwards it's just you have an arm.
Left arm
Brooklyn,
from below
Brooklyn, if we're
elbow.
being insensitive, please just tell us to shut
Yeah.
up.
How? Oh, just.
No.
You're just talking about things in a insulting way. I have no motive to insult, no motive to you know,
I
cross
didn't say
anyone.
motive. I'm just saying that if she gets uncomfortable.
But you know, I'm gonna take a wild guess that if you're missing an arm, you definitely probably do talk about it to like accept it. You know, like whenever you lose something, you have to accept it, right? That's the first thing that you need to get over, no matter what it is.
What is really interesting, and I think they've spoken about it before, I don't know if they want to share it again, is the way they game, the way they play games.
Yeah? How?
Probably like
can't remember
with
the
one of
exact-
those mouses with like side buttons, right?
Yeah, I think you use the side buttons more, and then
Yeah.
you can still like, even if you don't have a hand, for example, you can still use part of your arm for like some of the functions. They had
Was
like
was it a bad way that you lost it? I mean, this is either like a freak accident, or you can like give us advice. You know, like never hit the shift
How
key
to
with
not
your
show up?
thumb. You were born without it. What? That's a
Reddit
thing?
coming in.
Yeah, that's pretty.
Of course it is.
Sorry.
Jump on Q and then shift on your mouse. Wait, I don't understand. Oh wait, is that your right arm then that you're missing, and then you're left-handed? So you have like a mouse, and then you can use your thumb to hit Q?
I love
How
the
does
little
that
snow
work?
people.
I can't
They're
picture
adorable,
this.
aren't they?
They're awesome.
I've done such a good job with this.
Yeah, they
No, I just thought it'd be quite good to get foot pedals that you could like hook up to keybinds
Yeah,
when
there's-
you're gaming, because you're not using your feet, but you could be.
Xbox made this thing a while ago, which was like it's called like the adaptive controller, and you can just like plug a load of different accessories into it to give yourself like foot pedals or like whoa, what's going on here?
Yeah, you can do everything. I just want to
Um,
comment on how Blue, the moment they are threatened in any way, you just hear 4 heater noises.
Yeah, just go
Just
down.
all the heater down.
All lined up, at least 2 blocks away
Anyone
from
gets
each other.
nearby, plunk, 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 plunk.
You know
I
what?
want
They're still
gaming
alive.
foot
They
pedals
are still
now.
alive and they're doing well. They've got 2 of.
But the adaptive
Orange,
controller, like Xbox made, is really good. It's like you can basically just do anything with it, and in comparison to like some other consoles that like to be restrictive, Xbox just full on gives you all the controls, because in the end it's like it runs Windows 10 anyway. So you can just configure anything. You can hook anything up to it. You can even make your own like controller and just hook up the wires to the adaptive controller. So
Oh,
it's
Papa so
a
nearly
really
just
good
went
thing.
out there.
Accessibility.
Oh, I'd really love to try out the adaptive controller.
Well, you need to
I'm
make
ge-
your
I'm
own,
really
basically. The basic one is
curious
Careful,
about it.
guys. Puns is coming around that corner.
Yeah, yeah.
basic one looks like a mixed panel basically.
I tried it out at like a
Rectangle.
they're like a gaming like convention pop-up booth where they were showing it off. That was actually
Puns
really
just
cool.
went past all simmers.
Yeah, I just just
He
went straight past them.
So
Whoa.
Brooklyn, would you consider that you're good at PvP? Like good at gaming? Like is it a handicap or fun? Like or have you managed to master it to the point that you feel like you're pretty good? Like how do I form the question? Do you feel like you've mastered it enough that you don't feel like it's a handicap anymore? Like in your gaming.
That's quite an interesting thing in general, actually. Because like esports, obviously like we separate the Paralympics and the Olympics, right?
Yeah.
But like esports, I think for a lot of disabilities, they're sort of less impactful in that sort of scenario. Quite interesting.
Yeah.
But then at the same time, do you like I don't know if like kind of gaming sphere as a whole.
It's very.
Do you think it does enough to make like games accessible, like
Well, I
to
think
different types of disabilities? Do you know what I mean?
I think people get offended on it, like offended by it, in sort of a weird way, where they're like, they see accessibility features coming in which benefit disabled people, and they sort of react to it as like games getting easier. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which is like a weird thing to have. You like difficulty settings in games is obviously like one thing, but if you're like, I don't know, colorblind, and colorblind settings make it easier to see things, even something as small as that, like people get angry about it because it's like, yeah, it's an advantage if like a fully able person uses it.
Yeah, I don't understand the whole like difficulty and people getting salty about that. It's like, you're not playing my game for me.
Yeah, especially
I'm the
like
one playing it. So,
especially when they talk about like Elden Ring and stuff.
yeah,
Right, when it's not even like PvP.
It's like, oh, you're not getting the full experience. Like, well, I'm getting my experience, not your
Yeah,
experience.
no,
and that's fine.
The good thing is they're able to get like an experience, right? Whereas before, Blue have just got away with all the crates here. Yeah, so like before, if you don't sort of give accessibility controls or options, some people can't, like actually just can't play the game at all. So, yeah, so I feel like that's sort of the weird, yeah, that's sort of weird negativity exists. I can't imagine it's any better in like esports games either, where it's all a bit more.
Well, it's very competitive, so
Yeah.
they're going to expect higher levels.
There's games like League that have just zero accessibility. They have a colorblind setting which turns your health bar from green to yellow. That's their whole colorblindness setting.
Wow.
No like whole coloration or like particle reduction. It's just it makes your health bar a different color.
But you bet some
There's
league,
some good
yeah,
leaps of accessibility.
some
Like,
league players will be like, oh, that particle reduction is like an
basically
unfair
everyone
advantage.
plays with like the yellow name tag, by the way, which is the colorblind option, because it's generally agreed that the colorblind option is much more visible, even if you're not colorblind.
I think the argument, the conversation of accessibility shouldn't be blurred with a conversation about difficulty. I think it's two completely separate things.
Well, in MCC we have an interesting like discussion about accessibility versus being able to be competitive. Like in Ace Race, we specifically talked about we want like a ping range where we want you to be able to play, but we don't expect someone with 250 millisecond ping to be competitive in Ace Race, right? That's where you have to draw a line of like, hey, like we want to make it accessible, want everyone to be able to play. That's why a lot of the Ace Race changes to make it slower, specifically make it more ping friendly. Everyone can now enjoy that game without getting glitched out of their mind completely.
Yeah.
But we can't make it fair for everyone by just making it dumber for the rest, right now. And competitive games are gonna have to deal with that. That sometimes you can't make it more accessible because you have to keep it competitive, or rather that people who need the accessibility are not able to compete at the same level. They just can't
It's
get
just
the
got to be treated with care, you know. The core game has to avoid being sacrificed. Yeah.
So
And there's usually a good like middle ground which works best for both.
I think our like name tag in the action bar for colorblindness is an example of that, where if you have to look at something to get the name, you're never going to be as fast at it, but you are going to be able to complete it.
Yeah.
We don't want to always take into account that you can actually do it. We don't ever want to make something inaccessible to colorblind people, but we can't make it equally fair by making like it hard for everyone, for example.
How does the how did the health bars go down? Like I've only seen like a little bit of chatter around
It's
health bars.
it's a
very
real
mixed
mixed
by the
bag.
looks of it.
Yeah.
It's a real
Very
mixed
mixed bag.
bag.
What are the problems that some people are having with the health bars?
It's hard to fully understand. I think a lot of people are used to the number. That's how it has been in other servers. And yeah, what I see is people like prefer the number because it tells you the exact amount, right?
Right.
That's
Which is
all I found right now. It's
odd,
quite
right?
it's quite peculiar to me that I think maybe with more time people will get more used to the bar, because I think coming from most games, a bar is easier to understand. But you know, choose either. Either's fine.
Yes, not that big.
But it is, it's quite
Change it if
peculiar
anyone
right now.
The the stuff for like absorption is really cool.
Yeah. the fact that you can see it at range is massive. Like, and then
Have
health
Sylvie's
bars. Like,
disconnected.
Yeah, I'm keeping track of it.
you can now
Oh.
fight long
Manual
range in
disconnect.
Sky Battle, and it's really cool.
But is it like the thing about having the number? Was the number
Microphone
always
muted.
like? Were people able to really comprehend the number that fast?
Apparently so. I think people are very used to doing it because that was how it was done.
Yeah.
I imagine other servers just didn't really. It wasn't really capable to be able to do a health bar. The tools didn't exist, so people have learnt to read the number really well. For me, when I was playing combat, I would never see someone at like 2.5 and think, right, that's it. They're really low. I need to go on a hit. It didn't really register for me. As soon as the health bars came in, I was like, oh, hang on a minute. This is what I've been missing from Minecraft combat. I can actually understand this now.
Yeah.
But that's why it's optional. If people
exactly.
Yeah, it's cool, yeah. I read. I only managed to find like a couple of comments on it. But most of the one day, Eloise, you're gonna learn how to use your microphone as good as you can use keyboard.
What a streamer!
Yeah.
I don't. It's not showing that it's coming through for me.
What was I saying? Oh yeah, So the negative comments that I found about it didn't really like go into anything substantial. Didn't talk about why.
I mean,
but
familiarity.
What I did see was that like people being very thankful that the setting was there to be able to go back if they didn't like the new way.
Yeah, there's good reason for that setting as well. It might, it might make your game perform a bit better if you have it off.
And also, as the person who made the API, I'm sorry that if you turn it off, the health is now above the name. I do want to get it back to below the name at some point, but to get the update out.
Okay.
You could argument that.
There's a
but
reason for why we have it above.
Well, there is a technical limitation currently.
It's to avoid hats colliding with it. That's the reason why we want it above.
Wow, change.
But it moves the other name up if it's below.
We want change.
We need to,
But not too much.
Also, I know that was a
There's
thing.
more of it comes to that sort of a change.
Yeah, I know that got asked to like when the new one was in to add the old one back to a bit below, but it wasn't possible.
Problem
for
occurs if someone can wear a hat that hides the health that you have, then you'd never use the health number. You'd use the health bar. So you need to. They need to both be functional in all cases.
No, if it's below, it moves it up. And it already did the same with the old system.
I don't know what you're referring to, but this was what was tried to be figured out with this new health system.
It's like they're in the same position. It just the words are switched right now. Like the name text would be at the same height, but currently the health name text is the top one, but it should be the bottom one, and then the name should be the top one. But like the same location as it, just the other way around.
Bad news for to get to the other side.
Battle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Looks like those 2 new maps, which you can play on Island, by the way, after the event, won't be played in the event.
And therefore won't come to Island, I'm afraid.
Not true, not true.
Not true.
No, it's not.
Self as the second question, what's your favourite Christmas present you've ever gotten? I think we've
We
answered
were saying this
previously,
earlier.
but yeah.
An MCC Best of the Year video.
Well, you're in luck.
Yeah, I hope I get one this Christmas too.
This means I need to change any comms that say the contestants can't have all the fun because they didn't have the fun because they're silly.
Yes.
They chose not to have the fun. Play Sands of Time instead.
Idiot.
Stupid.
They decided no. They sent our present back to us without opening it.
Weirdly, one of the best Christmas presents I've ever got is I woke up on Christmas morning and my mum had bought a Serene malt loaf. And it,
What?
like malt, you've had malt loaf?
Yeah.
But it's a bit in front of
But
that.
the Serene malt loaf was that good.
Yeah, and because I used to eat it a lot as a kid, and then I stopped, and I forgot how good it was because I never like see it in the shop and think to buy it. Yeah, she just like bought it one Christmas randomly, and it just hit the spot, you know.
Right. With a bit of butter on as well.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, best with a bit of butter.
I did.
I forget about malt loaf.
Yeah.
Very
And then
forgettable,
you get a
isn't
slice
it?
and it's so nice. Though.
It's so good.
It really is.
I used to have to go on a long train journey, and I'd buy a malt loaf at the start and have finished it by the end, just eating it on the train.
Yeah. I'd buy them when I was young.
'Cause you
Is
can
malt loaf English? I think it is, right?
think so.
Feels like an English thing.
It's weird. You can like pull it and rip it.
So
Malt
nice.
loaf's cool. When I was young, I always wanted to try it as a sandwich, just as normal bread.
Oh,
but
God.
I've never actually done that.
I wonder if that'd be a bit like
I
rye bread.
bet with cheese.
It'd be good with the right filling.
With a
It'd be really
cheese,
nice.
you know.
Yeah, I'm about to say like a strong cheese, something to go with the sweetness. would
Ooh,
be
and,
really
and like an
nice.
onion chutney.
Malt loaf, brie, cranberry. Would be quite good.
Yeah, but brie can be a bit like overly creamy and sweet. Which I suppose it would work because it's more like butter. No, you're right. Put myself out of that argument there.
Or malt loaf
Ooh.
and peanut butter.
Oh, that would be claggy. That'd be great though.
Yeah, malt loaf already like it does something weird to your mouth after you've.
It kind of sticks to
It
the
does,
roof
yeah,
sometimes,
yeah.
doesn't it?
Maybe you need something more dry.
Whoa!
Something crunchy.
Yeah, like celery.
Oh, celery in a sandwich. I mean, I guess.
People eat peanut butter and celery, right? Oh! Oh!
I mean,
Go on,
yeah,
Blue!
yeah.
Go on, Blue!
Go on, Blue!
Go on, Blue!
Go
Go on, Blue!
Go on, Blue!
Sniff, not
Go on,
now.
James,
Sniff's
go on,
not.
James.
Sniff, now's not the time.
Now is not.
Sniff, now is not the
Guys, come
time.
on! Oh.
Sniff, read the room. Come on.
Dude, that's so.
Yeah, man.
Oh, sparkles.
It's Captain Sparkle.
And the sparkle is gone.
Captain.
I was trying to think of
Fade
like
Out.
are there any Christmas hymns that have sparkle in it? Oh, the one from Nativity. Yeah.
Starry Night, which is sort of
The
close.
Nativity?
You know the Nativity movie?
Yes, I do. Because you know where that was filmed? Well, that would be in Coventry.
Yes. You know, I walked past there when I visited, and I said to everyone I was with, "This is where Nativity was filmed," and they went, "What are you on about? Like, shut up." And I really hate Nativity, but I must have seen it about like 5 or 10 times now. Like it just gets put on, and you have to watch it because it's with family, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, that's a good question. What's your favourite Christmas film then?
Muppets Christmas Carol.
Okay.
I think that's everyone's first
Oh.
reaction.
White Christmas. Black Mirror.
No,
That's not a
that's an
Christmas film.
awful.
It is.
That's an awful thing as well. That's the
Okay,
most depressing.
Mine is for like
It is,
classic
yeah.
Christmas film in terms of like stuff you'd watch as a kid. Muppets Christmas Carol, banger.
Still love it.
Mm.
But
Schindler's
all time,
Really?
I'm like, what is wrong
Mine-
with you?
Mine is absolutely Home Alone. I love
I mean,
Home Alone.
To be fair,
Love
my
Actually
absolute favourite
has
one,
to
which
be
is-
Love Actually because love actually is all around us.
No,
Oh,
it's
I've never
so
s- I've
creepy
never
in
seen that,
places
yeah.
Now. Watch that back.
So
and it's-
good.
It's such a creep.
I'm trying to think. Oh, there's a film that I really like, and it's coincidentally set at
Hard.
Christmas. It's not Die Hard.
What school made us watch Schindler's List before we went to Krakow?
Oh. And
I
they made you go
couldn't-
to Krakow.
No, that honestly, that was one of the like best
Yeah,
trips
she's-
I've been on
she
in my
sounds
life.
fun.
It's great. It sounds amazing.
I had to go to the Somme,
Yeah, I had the school trips there.
and that was really muddy.
Illuma?
Oh, it was, yeah.
Nox, what's your favourite Christmas film then? That I'm assuming isn't Schindler's List.
Schindler's List.
Oh.
What's the
Saving
actual-
Private Ryan.
Oh,
Yeah.
Why
no.
do you do
Is
this?
Saving Private Ryan the one they storm?
Normandy.
Normandy
Yeah.
Beach.
Normandy.
Yeah, because I walked in on my brother and my dad watching that when I was about 10,
And
Oh.
then,
and it was the exact bit when some guy got hit with a shell on
Yeah.
his
Oh,
stomach.
yeah.
I'm not going to go into
and
details.
he's carrying
Walked
his
in,
guts.
walked out, just stuck sobbing my little eyes out. I was
Mm.
so
Aw.
traumatized by it.
about Planes, Trains, and Automobiles? That's a good one.
Oh, great film.
I actually have no idea.
Deuce just killed Steph.
I think can someone
like
Google?
it.
It's
Can
all
someone
ginger
look
to
at
Dodgebolt.
If someone
You know
Googles
what's
Christmas
just looking at
films,
that,
this
like,
would
he
help
killed
out a
him.
lot.
We don't
Nightmare
really
Before
watch
Christmas.
we don't really watch our Christmas film. We just watch whatever Christmas film's on. Is that, I don't know.
Oh yeah.
So
To be
what's a good
fair,
Christmas film.
the only time I ever watch Harry Potter or engage with Harry Potter
Christmas.
at all is Christmas.
Christmas.
When it's on
It
ITV.
is- Harry Potter is by proxy a
Yeah.
Christmas film.
Yeah,
That is
it just
kind of-
is, and
That's
the
a
whole
good
thing.
There you go. That's a good answer. Like the first
Actually-
3.
To reassess my
Four,
best
first
Christmas
four.
memory,
Nah, not the 4.
I distinctly remember. I think it was like year 7 or year 8. So I think I was about 12, and I think this is the first, like the final year I felt really, really Christmassy. I was ill really close to Christmas, and so I took the day off school, and I just spent all morning watching Christmas films. I watched Muppets Christmas Carol twice,
Oh wow.
and I don't think I've ever felt so festive in my life. I was really sick, but I just was absolutely having a great time.
That's amazing.
But Harry Potter, the first Harry Potter has a Christmas scene in it, doesn't it?
They all
Yeah,
do.
quite a few
Is
of
it-
them
They
do.
all
They-
do.
yeah,
It's
to an
always at
extent.
Christmas.
There's one where dances
Which
at
is the
Christmas,
best
right?
one, though?
Yeah, that's the 4th one. That's
Yeah.
why I included it.
Oh.
And Hermione gets stood up or something.
No, she goes out with the really, really fit guy, but
Oh,
Ron
yeah.
gets jealous. So they have a big argument when it's supposed to be the night that she looks like the best she's ever looked. She
Yeah.
feels fabulous, and he's just a dick. Ron's an arsehole in that film.
God, what
Yeah,
is
the
a
Yule Ball.
good Christmas film?
If someone Googles
The-
Christmas films and just runs through them,
That's
the best way to do it.
No, do you know that there was a Netflix one like a couple of years ago called Klaus or something?
Yeah.
Oh.
It was animated in a really interesting way. It was like
that
3D
was
but
actually
2D.
Really, really good.
Yeah.
I wouldn't watch it again though. Like, do you know it's those films in the 90s that you can watch
Yes.
multiple times.
Yes. Or like 80s films,
do you know
90s
what?
films.
Yeah.
Maybe a hot take, maybe the coldest take you've ever heard in your life. Elf is overplayed.
Yeah,
I don't
agree.
like playing Elf. I hate that film.
I don't mind the film, but it's so overplayed, and also I think it's so incredibly American.
Yeah.
And
That's
Yeah.
why I
So,
don't like it. I
um,
don't like that sort of style of
What's the
American
way?
comedy.
It's so saccharine. Do you know what I mean?
Mm.
It's
Yeah.
like there's no like edge to it at all. It's just like completely blunt, and it feels really. You just feel horrible after watching. It's like eating too many sweets.
Mm.
You just feel
It's like
horrible
bathing
after
in
watching
maple
it.
syrup. It's
Yeah.
Yeah. ugh.
I do think Home Alone is a good
oh,
shout.
Jojo is just
I love it.
just absolutely took out
Yeah.
Scotland back there.
First 2 Home Alones are good.
Yeah.
I do have a hot take. I think Christmas is kind of shit. We don't do Christmas. Well, I don't do. Never done Christmas. We have Sinterklaas, which is the original Christmas. So, Christmas can
You
take a
know
hell.
what?
I've never wanted to celebrate Christmas. At
Oh,
most,
the
it's
Grinch.
like,
I
oh,
forgot about
America
the
does it.
I mean, what even is celebrating Christmas? Like,
Being with
The way
family.
everyone
Yeah.
should celebrate Christmas
Yeah.
is a different kind of Advent, which is every Sunday, just a massive plate of like Dominostein, Lebkuchen, or just everything, like just chocolates. It's so good. My ex was from a German family, so they did that every year. Every Sunday was the best night of the week.
That's
Didn't really
actually
care about
sick.
Christmas itself, just
That
all of
sounds
December.
amazing.
yeah, I don't know anybody that like actually celebrates it in like a religious way,
Yeah,
but
no,
like
neither.
just as a
My nan,
cultural
but no.
So my
cultural
grandparents.
thing that occurs, you know, where you just get together at a particular time of the year and then you just like eat loads of cakes and stuff
Yeah.
and drink mulled wine.
I do love mulled wine, to be fair.
And yeah, and
We
you just have
just
this
made mulled
nice
cider and
green,
it's so good.
this nice green tree in your living room that you put pretty lights and baubles on.
I guess we do have the tree, but it's cool tree. Well, I've never attached much meaning to Christmas.
That's fair.
It's,
I think
um,
it's
It's like
some
our
people
version
don't.
of Thanksgiving, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Americans also have Christmas. They have 2 Christmases. It's not fair.
Now, Americans just find any excuse to make the entire last quarter of the year festive. Like all Halloween, then Thanksgiving, then
I
Christmas.
mean, it.
Honestly,
There's-
don't blame them because
yeah.
January and February are rubbish.
It's
They're
brutal.
miserable.
They just want to have something good.
It's
before that.
Yeah,
That's
it's interesting
why you should
to
keep your
like.
tree up for the next few months.
No, he's.
It's interesting
My
to
mum once
celebrate.
kept it up until about June. It's just
I
forgot to
hate- I
take
hate
it
it.
down.
See,
Oh.
that's genius.
My mum and my stepdad put up 3 Christmas trees this year.
3?
3. 'Cause
What,
they-
in one house?
Yeah, because they
Why?
each had a tree. We had an artificial tree each, which they bought like together when they got together. So they just had them, so they might as well use them, right? And then this year they were like, we want a real one, and they put a real one in, like, they got like a little summer house thing, and they put one out there, and I think it's way too many.
Yeah, I'll agree with that.
And it's absolutely pointless to have more than one, because it's meant to be like the Christmas hub. Do you know what I mean? Like
supposed to be
the
the
meeting
The
hub.
point.
Christmas hub, like on MCC
Like
Island.
on
the
MCC
new winter
Island.
update that's just
Yeah.
dropped.
Yes.
No, guys, the winter hub.
winter
hub.
hub.
Come on.
I mean, saying
will
that, we have got
insist
10 trees around this.
I will insist that we call it winter, and I will fight back against every time we try to put a Christmas tree on the map and call it a winter. I don't agree.
I don't fully understand that whole ordeal.
What?
I don't think you
The
need to
whole
make it about
Christmas versus winter thing. Is it? I guess it's just like
There's
alienating.
there's
if
also a
it's
lot
called
of-
Christmas.
Well,
There's a lot
everyone
of festivals that
experiences winter at the end of year and New Year's, but at different times and with different holidays.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's different festivals going on, but it's not just Christmas.
It's in the
Well,
English
yeah,
world,
but-
it's generally Christmas because
people-
well, America has pushed it on everyone, but there's still other holidays. There's
Yeah.
people with their own celebrations.
But like,
Everyone
if
has
you,
some end of year thing.
but if you're like a group of people, like if you're a company that celebrate Christmas, like the majority of you celebrate Christmas, then why don't just do the Christmas thing and then everyone else just joins in, because like we're appreciative of each other's cultures, right?
I think that will be a discussion.
I
think
we
that's-
need to
I think
have
people
with your
appreciate
colleagues,
the
not just
culture,
assume.
but the tie to religion.
I
is
think
why
that's
people
what you
prefer
said. I'm not
saying
assuming
winter
anything. I'm not
holiday.
No,
saying
no, I'm
question.
just saying, like in general, like if you were in a big environment, that would be conversations that you have.
I think it's okay for like a company where everyone in that company does Christmas to do something Christmassy and just call it Christmas. Like that's fine if that's your thing. But if you're specifically trying to be global, then I don't think it's good to just
Yeah.
specifically make
Assume.
it Christmas.
Right. Yeah.
It is kind of more of an American debate, I think. We don't really think about it too much in England, at least. I think part of the reason why is that in England we don't have a separation between church and state, technically. Whereas in America, that's something which people.
I need to comment quickly how Lumina survived all 3
Yeah,
rounds.
Scar
was
just
crazy.
blew up 3 people. Go on, Scar.
That's a great Sky Battle result.
I think Emerald might have taken a
Top spot.
Emeralds.
Ginger's spot
yeah.
in Dodgebolt.
Ooh.
No,
We do have
we have
Sans.
snows of time or to get to the
Or
side.
snows.
Cabo did really
Those,
well in
yeah.
that, blimey.
They did, jeez.
But that's the weird one, right? Like to say, it's religious because it's called Christmas, but like what? I actually don't fully understand. To be honest, I've never looked into it. I don't fully understand like the roots that Christmas has in Christianity and where like Santa Claus came from.
Well,
and
Santa
all
Claus
that.
It's an
Well,
absolute
Well,
merging of different, like in
Yeah.
terms of
Santa-
the Western Christmas that we have now, is an absolute merging of different like
Well,
origins
in
From-
and
religious
cultures.
terms,
Right, yeah.
Christmas
Yeah.
is the
Companies,
birth of Christ.
basically.
And,
It has turned
Yeah,
into
yeah.
just a generic holiday, but that still doesn't mean that the rest of the world does that holiday.
Speaking of
Well, shit,
merging,
it's fun.
speaking of merging, we'll be hitting merge on the new
Oh.
Oh.
maps.
We will be.
Coming to MCC Island after this event.
We can just celebrate all the holidays because that would be actually really fun.
I don't think you want to celebrate Santa Claus though. There's some issues there.
Yeah.
You don't want to
Dutch
celebrate it.
Christmas has some issues in terms of sensitivity, I think.
So I think it's actually an interesting parallel to like Christmas in UK and US because
I'm
it's
gonna Google
turned
this
so
now.
like non-religious, but the Dutch version is still very much like based on the original concept, which because it's from the 1600s is not okay anymore.
Yeah.
So you don't really want to. It's improving now. Like when I celebrated it when I was like 10, it was still very much racist. absolutely not.
Oh, it was
okay with that.
racist. That's where it's coming from. I
Yes.
see.
Yes.
Basically, in the Dutch version, Santa Claus owns slaves, and the slaves are like.
Oh my god.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
it's really messed
And
up.
it's white people who put on blackface to look like slaves.
That's
hell.
awful.
Yes, it sounds awful, but for very long, a lot of people said like it's tradition, you can't change it, right? Because of course, it's a big debate. It remains a big debate. That's what you get with non-English countries, right?
Innocent people said that.
Well, it was very split. It was a very hot debate for a lot of years.
Yeah.
But now, basically, every like governmental body does not want the shit from it. So now
Yeah.
it's like white people with like smears of like coal or soot on their face,
Oh,
because
the
they've
tabs so
always
people can see
defended it as
scores.
being like it's like soot from the chimney.
Ooh.
But then I never understood why going through the chimney made you like purely black, and also they had like thick like lipstick and earrings and an accent on
God.
purpose.
Oh god.
So
Oh
it was
my
very clearly
God.
racist. But yeah, tradition.
I have to look this up.
No.
I
I
almost
think-
don't believe. I mean,
I think this was
okay.
on an episode of Atlanta.
I like almost don't believe it's real, but I also believe
No, it
it's
is.
real. Just like
You-
knowing how messed up history can be.
Oh yeah, but like Europe
absolutely
is
is.
in particular is really not that far removed from like its awful past.
Like
Yeah.
Netherlands has always
Yeah,
been
we
pretty
can't know.
tolerant, but it was definitely a big part of the slave trade. Like that was a big part
Oh
of it.
yeah, it's part of the triangle.
Well,
like-
bloody hell.
They
Well,
are-
I'm gonna
Anyway,
have a
welcome
great
welcome
Christmas
to
now. Thanks,
history
Dan.
Yeah.
lessons.
No, but Santa
Yeah.
Claus is this Monday because it's way earlier than other ones.
Speaking of
What do you
of
mean
history,
Santa Claus? Wait.
It's called
Claus.
Sinterklaas, and it's the original name of Santa Claus. But
Wait,
it's
that's an actual like holiday celebration thing that's
yeah,
separate
5th
from
of
Christmas.
December. It's like present Eve, you would call it. And on present during the week, you put out your shoe on the chimney, and then he puts sweets in it, and you can leave out a carrot for the horse. And Santa Claus is said to be on his horse on your roof, and then go down through the chimney and put the present there, and then go back up onto his horse, and then go to the next person. It's great.
truly
I think it's
baffling dunk.
Yeah, welcome to this history lesson. The dark and terrible history of the world that we live in.
Did you guys ever do Victorian Day at school?
Yes, I did a lot of Victorian stuff.
That
at school.
sucked.
That
awful.
was messed up.
It was.
Our school split it in between the rich Victorian children and the poor Victorian
That's
children.
crazy. We had our school was built in Victorian times and had gender separated classrooms, and they went back to that for a day, like on Victorian Day, to like make it authentic, which is crazy.
Well, our school did it so
honestly-
like half the class would be rich, half the class would be poor, and you like had to dress up accordingly, and like your activities would be different in the day according to that. It's so messed up.
Yeah.
Like,
You know what though? There's a weird one because I think those kind of lessons were the most fascinating, right? Because they actually there's a shock factor to it that really like digs in, and you don't forget it.
So
you know?
Victorian
But
Day.
it gets like there's only so far you can go with those. You know, there's somewhere where it kind of like crosses the line.
Victorian.
I think back to certain things, and I'm like, wow, that definitely crossed the line to like
Yeah.
the ways in which school tried to teach things sometimes.
Victorian
You
Day
think
was
anything?
a
Can you-
I don't know if
you
I
got
want to
any-
share it.
Yeah, I
It's
possibly
bad.
wouldn't. No.
Oh come
It's like
on!
not. It's
If a school did this like 20, what, 10,
20. How old do
20
you think I am?
40 years
40
ago.
years.
That's the second
Back
time
in-
the
back in my
stream-
day.
That's the second time, at least, Jesus.
I mean, you got to be 40 at this point. It's just, like statistically, we've all guessed it.
Yeah, we're talking about history here, facts, right?
So, for people that don't know in chat, Victorian Day is sort of thing where you go in school dressed up as Victorians, and it tends to happen. I was under the impression it was like a limited thing because I went to a school that's built in the Victorian times, and they like role played it like Groundhog Day. They go back to the day the school opened, and you'd have like the Lord Mayor come in and open the school.
Oh what? No, ours wasn't
Okay,
that
yeah, that
fancy.
was.
That's
We
pretty
have never
cool.
had it that
Yeah, but
fancy.
it was like Groundhog Day because the same thing happened every year for 7 years. But they do, you like, some people come in like dressed as a chimney sweep or whatever, or just like in Victorian clothing, whatever, and they'd like, yeah, they do things that Victorians would do to children. So they like make them right-handed if they were left-handed. They'd force you to do that, and there's no like, you can understand that happened without having to force children to do it for an entire day. That's just my take. Whatever. They give you like a piece of bread at lunch, like just a piece of bread and butter, and like little things like that.
Starve the kids for a day.
Don't
Yeah.
starve the
Like-
children.
You go and get like a bread roll, and then they give you butter and whatnot.
And if
Yeah.
you get in trouble, they get out the cane.
They did, yes, and this
They-
is crazy.
no, they didn't.
No, so
No, they
what
didn't.
happened is the head teacher would go. The head teacher would go around to every classroom, and they'd go,
Oh, no.
"Boy, why is your shoelace untied?" or whatever. They single someone random out, take them outside of the classroom, and hit a cane on the desk next to them, and have the kid
Oh,
and have the kid wail in pain, like go like, "Ow,
Yeah.
ow!"
Actually, no, I remember something similar.
Yeah.
That
School,
exact same thing happened at my
Yeah,
school as
and
well.
us. and
Yeah.
us.
Oh.
It's
I
crazy.
wouldn't do that to you, mods in chat. I wouldn't do that to you. You wouldn't be getting the bread. You get the butter, and
We
that's
all
it.
got under the tables as if to experience
An
World
air
War II
raid.
bombings.
Yes,
yeah.
we did that. Did that.
God.
That's
Now
crazy.
it's not
as
World
well.
War II bombings, it's something else.
I wonder if they'll do that, like they'll have COVID Day in the future. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, probably. I wouldn't be
Probably, yeah.
surprised.
You have to come
Huge
in
piece of, like,
in a mask.
No,
Yeah.
you just have a day off.
What does that look like?
Like, Dad, can I have your can I have your old mask?
Now, what
Um,
they'll do is they'll like push all the
COVID
tables
day.
apart. Everybody has to wear a mask.
Sneeze
They'll
guard,
like, give
yeah.
out bottles of hand sanitizer.
Dude, that's actually... well,
I mean, yeah,
either
right,
it's going to become history or it's going to become, like, the norm.
I reckon it's more
Yeah.
likely to become the norm, frankly.
Yeah, everyone's like, we're not surprised about this teacher, we're still doing it.
It's
Yeah,
what's
this is
happening.
what we
It's
do.
like, in the year 2020, this is what
So,
people do. It's like,
yeah.
yes, it's what we do in the year 2050.
These are like fun teaching toys. You're right, but it would be an entire day of it, and it was just so boring. After you've done it like once or twice, let alone 7 times for every year as at primary school, like
They didn't
oh,
change it like between
never
years?
changed it. Never changed it. Never changed it. You start off the day, you do like handwriting practice, and then you'd like learn about the Victorian Empire. And then you'd have like lunch, and then the girls would go and do like sewing and stuff, and the boys would do like, I don't know, gentleman shit.
Oh, I remember Trencher's Day. We had to, like, dig out a trench the entire day.
You had to do that?
That
Yeah,
sounds.
no
We
food
don't
or
That
water.
actually sounds fun. I don't
That
know
sounds
why.
like
No,
a
it doesn't.
You would
labour
rather
for
dig a
children.
trench.
Yeah, no food or water, and it was from, like, 9 a.m. until 12,
Have you
midnight.
never-
That was school. You
Oh,
should
we
be
weren't
doing
allowed
like
to
being
leave.
arrested.
I've
We
done
weren't
that
allowed
at the
to leave
beach.
until it was dug.
I've done that
That
at the
wasn't
beach.
school, you went to prison for it.
Yeah, to be fair, it was fun
I-
at the
I've-
beach.
I've gone to the beach and for 8 hours straight I've dug a trench and
It's
watched it fill
different
to
though
water.
when you're digging sand than
Yeah.
like dirt
Yeah,
and
digging
gravel
actual
and.
dirt.
I found two debit cards under the sand.
No way.
Yeah, I felt like when we were digging, we were doing this thing where you like, if you do like, you know when a cat like likes you and it needs its hands on you.
Right.
If you do that
Yeah.
on wet sand, it sinks you down into it like quicksand.
Yeah.
And we were doing that on the sand to like dig out this big hole, and then we had like a group of, I think it was about 10 of us. We were all digging, and as we were doing it, like we were just feeling something hit our feet and think it's like, oh, it's a crab or a rock or something. It was people's debit cards because they leave them in their pocket and go for a swim, and then I don't know, they must like fall out.
Wild.
That's the day I got rich.
Yeah.
That's the day I started committing.
I went and I bought everyone a bread roll and some butter, and
That was,
Yeah,
that was
that's
the
how,
day I found Jeff Bezos' debit card.
that's how we found
It's a lot easier than stealing them actually.
You know, the reason we have an MCC break is because we go dig through the sand for debit cards to pay
yeah,
for them.
that's how this
That's how
event has
we-
been
Yeah.
funded so far.
We got the first year, it really took some time, but the second year we got into
Oh,
it.
what? Oh, hold on, Starfire, you're not allowed to leave.
They've already left.
Oh,
They've been asking us questions and we've been
No.
ignoring them.
No, you're supposed to have one question. You've got one question, Star.
They've already
PSHE.
asked 3 and we've not answered them because
No,
we've
no,
been
no, no,
talking.
no, no. They've,
Like, it's been a
no,
lot's
this
gone
is a
off.
strategy.
I know, I'm well aware.
There we
I don't
go,
think
see?
it is.
It was
Oh.
Any
Okay.
Christmas traditions? Yeah, we all
In
get
not-
Yeah,
Screw.
used to be one.
we all get a
Correct.
coin actually.
Okay, that one is still there.
That's
I mean,
still-
Oh,
The meetup hasn't
well-
happened in 3 years.
yeah.
no,
Oh,
but
the
that, we've
meetup.
only done one Christmas meetup.
Was that the
Yeah.
first one?
No,
We-
no,
we
we
didn't
no, we
do-
did two.
No,
we did two.
Because I joined like
We did a
2
summer
or 3
and 2
months
Christmas
after
ones.
that, and I was like, oh yeah, next year I'll get to join.
No, we didn't. The first
Well, I guess
one
it
wasn't
wasn't-
like Christmas.
No, we
Christmas.
did
It was
two
sort
like.
of,
ones
though,
and one
wasn't
Christmas
it?
one, no,
It's-
you're right.
Pretty
Was it
sure the one
January?
was in January or something. Yeah.
It was Christmassy enough. We
End of-
did
But we
Secret
didn't have a
Santa,
tree.
surely.
Yeah, we had a fantastic
No, we
tree last
didn't.
time.
We only did Secret Santa one time.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That's
Yeah,
why I
it's
don't
a
count it as a
lovely one.
Christmas one. But
Well, I
yeah,
do.
last meetup we did the last one before COVID hit and changed the world. Yeah, we all went to a big house in the countryside, and we did a Secret Santa. So everyone sat round, stood. Some people
around
stood.
the
There was
Christmas
quite a lot of us. We all sat round and just kind of gifted each other presents over a big session. It was really nice. Someone got like a. Do you remember Ollie? Like Marcus gave Ollie like a soap that smelled of like.
Meat. Yeah, it was supposed to be pizza, but it smelled like dried meat. It was so weird.
Yeah, it smelled of dried meat
That's
because Marcus is from Finland, so they got some weird
Soaps.
cultures over there.
Well, it's supposed to like peat smoke, but it just ended up tasting like smelling like smoked
Dating, there's
meat.
your issue.
Yeah, so it's sort of like shoe polish. It smelled, but on that kind of level of smells.
Oh. I've just watched H-Bomb fail the puzzle.
Oh no!
Oh, H. They know where the
Pete's
red bolt is as well.
Oh, Pete's near the parkour for the gold key. Is he gonna go for it?
Which team's Pete on?
Also,
Aqua.
just as like a general recap, right?
No, he's
Emerald,
walking away.
Emerald is pretty safe to make it into Dodgebolt, unless they really throw this. Ginger and Teal are 100 coins apart, so whoever of them ends up higher is probably second. And Purple or Red could do really well and still get in, but they would need like 1,000 plus more than Ginger and Teal. So mostly Ginger Teal who are the interesting two teams.
Teal just opened a vault.
Ooh.
Wait, Schleed? What's everyone saying in chat? Is Schleed the
That's
the
what
name of
H-Bomb
this,
tried
like-
to. No, it's Mason Shields, but
Whoa,
they
whoa,
wrote-
whoa, whoa, whoa.
Mason Schleed?
Yeah.
they're not gonna. They're
Oh,
not gonna
don't
watch
worry, the
it.
chats
No,
work
no.
it out so quickly
Of a-
anyway.
of a-
Just shout
They're
it,
gonna.
so.
They're gonna. He wrote
Yeah.
mice and shield, which is so close.
It's so close. It's
So
Yeah.
close.
I feel like during Rising the word was mice, but I kept thinking the M was like not an M.
It's
I
a
mean,
bit.
needlessly
Yeah.
stuck on it.
It's a bit-
so
I think
annoying.
they are a bit, yeah.
They
Yeah.
need to be a
I'd
bit
say.
clearer, I think.
What's the plural
I
of
think they're
mice?
trying really hard. I don't know if you can make it more clear,
Mouses.
to be honest.
Meese. No, it's meese.
Nice.
Hmm.
See this
You
team.
can
No,
read the walls to
this team
water.
got
It's
it.
It's my. Like, M-I.
It's like pie.
Fled.
You can lead a horse to water.
I love
Tickles me.
that. Like,
Oh, there you go.
I like how Scott's chat is trying to tell him it's chest, but it does not. Chest does not fit. It's a 6-letter word.
Monday it was a joke. Don't worry, we're not stupid.
Now that we have the habit of talking about rodents, yes, I do. I did an incredibly comprehensive rat facts presentation. 100% all true.
It's interesting because you said guess which one isn't a lie on one of the slides.
Yeah.
I've never seen a TED talk where they're like,
figure out which one.
now some of this is not true, and that's the onus is on you to figure that out.
So it started off being mostly true, and then I got bored.
Yeah.
And so I started making up lies.
Was the babies fact on there?
What?
The
The
baby.
the one about them eating babies is not on there.
Oh, Pete's found the blue vault. Yeah.
I'll be honest, that might be the most interesting rat fact I've ever heard.
No, I had way better rat facts than that.
Right, this is not very good for Purple. They've already left the dungeon.
Ooh,
Oh, no.
Oh,
They didn't get
Really?
locked in, but they've already left. And they need like 1k more than the other teams to make it. So Red could still absolutely pop off. Or if yellow, mint, or pink manages to leave with like 7,000 points, which in theory is possible, just highly unlikely. And I'm still watching Scott's chat give him the worst answers for the question, where it is a 6-letter
no.
word, and they're telling him it's caged. That's not a 6-letter word. And the fourth letter is an E. The fourth
trying
letter
their
is an
best.
E. Okay, I guess caged would work if the fourth letter is an E, but it's 6 letters.
I think it's good to gaslight Scott once in a while.
Oh, agree.
Yeah.
Knock him down a peg. How long did it take to make the
pink
entire
stuff.
MCC winter update? The
Took an
MCC.
entire winter.
Oh no, Aqua got locked in.
Oh,
Aqua got locked in.
oh
dear.
no.
He,
Yeah, they got
he
locked
got
in.
locked in.
Pete did get locked in.
They
Okay.
were not in contention for winning though, but still.
No, but still, I was like, whoa.
How long
Oh,
did it take?
That's maybe really risking it then.
We started making it the day the last MCC broadcast.
Yeah.
Yeah, like a handful of games was already winter
It's
season.
sort of not
Sunday
really
after.
answerable, that question.
Well, really,
Because
it's,
it's
like
been
3
a,
weeks.
quite a big span. I mean, to get to your side maps, they
Wait,
were
Island.
they were made at the start of the year. A couple of them. Well, one of them was that.
And also the island changes have been like getting committed for a while. Team chat was sitting there for a while, but on the event side, like event specifically was made 3 weeks ago, except for the fact that what came from
Teal are
Island.
about to get locked in if they don't
No,
hurry
no,
up.
No!
Uh,
Oh my gosh.
Run,
Sam
they're
got
gonna
locked
run.
in as well. Yellow's out and Sam got locked in.
Oh, Sparkles, you.
Just with one mode, just with
Beautiful.
one. Oh, that's enough. That's enough.
Enough to get them out.
Ginger is leaving.
No, better have
They've
left. Yeah.
Teal's also left. Okay, that's kind of close. They've
What's
left the
Emerald up
exact same
to?
time.
Someone from Emerald's already left.
As long as
G-
Emerald doesn't lose with like 2k, they are fine.
G Nelly's by the edge of the dungeon.
Ginger and Teal left at the exact same time, so we don't know who had more.
So Teal, I believe, opened 2 vaults, whereas Ginger only opened 1, but we don't know otherwise.
Yeah, Ginger only got blue. Scott couldn't do the puzzle. His chat kept gaslighting him. Yeah, just red team. What are red? Oh, actually, if red team does really
deep
well,
still.
they can still take it.
It don't look like they're gonna
Rambo
leave
is
anytime soon.
sprinting down with sand though.
They can't die though. Like no one can get locked in. But if they could get a 1k more, they'd be
Oh,
able to
they
take
have 20 seconds left on the clock, and Rambo is
Rambo's
getting their
there.
clutch with sand.
Nice.
Oh,
They have-
Gotta go, gotta go, gotta go.
loads
That's
of
a good
sand.
amount.
They did
You're gonna want
open
to
3
sacrifice
vaults.
that. You're gonna want to
Actually, Red
sacrifice
has
some
3
of that.
vaults. Red might make it.
Yeah, that'd
Yeah,
be amazing.
They have every vault except gold.
Oh,
Blimey.
And no one got even close to gold
I
this
said they'd win.
time. Red, please.
I hope they did.
If they
Come
don't get
on.
locked in, this could be it.
come on.
My heart is beating quickly.
They're currently in 5th. They need 1.5k more than Ginger to get above them, which is a lot. But it's possible. They do have 1 more vault and we're on the 3 times multiplier.
Come on, Jojo. Oh no.
It is a long time to be in, comparatively.
I think you've got time.
Also, Illumina might break the coin records depending on how well Green did.
Gemini, you need to be running back to
Yeah,
the
it
door.
might be time to go. It might be time
That's
to go.
it.
It's time to go.
It takes a while to run around. 10 seconds.
Go, 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 go. Come on.
Oh, there's a skeleton.
Let's go.
Run.
No.
Oh! Did they make it?
I don't.
Yeah,
I don't. It's
yeah,
the.
they made it. All
I
four.
think
Oh my god,
Oh.
all 4 did.
I
Holy
don't
hell.
think that's enough from Red.
That's
wow.
It's a lot of coins.
That's
a
a
lot
good
of coins.
score.
Just
That's
under
actually over, isn't it?
1,500.
I think it's T1 and Emerald.
Oh,
Whoa, though, to come up to 3rd in that,
unlucky.
That's so
My
lucky.
goodness.
That's
Oh,
a great
man.
effort.
Oh wow.
We could see a triple win for Teal.
Yeah.
They won the last 2. Well, Teal's only here during Christmas, so Teal as a name has a 100% win rate currently.
Yeah. For the winter events.
Unfortunately, Beck won't be winning her first MCC.
Oh.
Quite close though. Actually,
Very
look at how close those 2 are. It's like 50 coins between 4th and 3rd, and then another 500 to 2nd.
39,000 coins for Illumina.
Should we throw out a reminder for after the shot? Like in chat.
We should.
Yeah, I'll type.
There's your top 10. Ladies and gentlemen. Purple 2
Illumina.
people
Yeah.
in the top 10.
Illumina almost got 4k. They got 3,960. I think 4k is like the record, right? A bit over 4k.
Oh, you spoiled it there.
Techno's record was 4.3k, so pretty close actually.
I already sent out the message.
Oh, did
you?
you?
It said that like people don't leave early after the.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the viewers didn't know.
They didn't know what it was. What the surprise was?
No, he didn't know what it was. Also, time for another prediction where I can
Oh.
actually put stuff in.
Oh yeah, someone start a prediction.
It's already started, but I can't vote because I'm Dutch. Yay.
I can't
That's
vote.
what we get for having
I am the
class.
Nox crew.
Just not exciting anymore because Captain's got his win. His win.
Actually, it's the
One.
odds
His
are
one win.
stacked. No, but the odds are stacked against Emerald because they have Jack Manifold, who has never won a round.
I think Tommy won
Illumina-
last Christmas, right?
Illumina hasn't
Teal,
won.
but so did Teal. Teal the team.
Yeah, Teal,
Yeah,
all,
Teal are
Teal
the
wins
team.
all of the Christmas ones, but Illumina has not won yet this
Yeah.
season, and I don't think Panzers either. I think they won together last Christmas, and that was their only win for both of them.
Checking that.
Last Christmas.
I
I think Tommy and Phil's the one last Christmas.
It was Tommy, Phil's, Sapnap, and Sneak that won last time.
No, they won like year one in Christmas. I don't think either of them have won since.
Yeah.
I think that was
no,
the thing.
they won 13.
That people campaigned to get a Pans Lumina like team up again, so they could once again win an event this season. So, along the line.
Crikey,
Great,
look at that.
Same
horror
spot as the end
thing.
of last season.
Look at that horrible little thing above at the top of the green.
Is there no hole this time?
There's no hole.
That's good. We're just gonna pretend like there was no
Not
chance
very
of there being a hole.
Christmassy.
There wouldn't be a hole. That's not Christmassy. Holes are not Christmassy.
Admin bets.
Bets.
We did bets a while ago.
Yeah, we haven't done bets in a
Maybe
long
even
time.
I don't know.
Yeah, I fact checked my info. Puns has not been in a Dodgebolt since 15.
Damn.
And the last one he won was with Illumina in 13.
Ooh.
So yeah, both teams have one person. Haven't won season 2 yet. And Teal has a history of winning. Also, I think Jimmy hasn't won in a while. He did win at some point, but he did get 40th as well. So, and Sneak hasn't been able to play for like months and months and months because of winning. So, lots of
and I think
alliance
one
both
since
sides.
14.
Oh my
Oh.
goodness. It's savage.
Fire.
It's brutal. Go on, G Nelly.
Come on, Jig.
What gets bigger the more you take away?
And net. No.
A hole.
Hole.
Well done.
What has
Oh, and that's touching Jig.
what gets less holes as you make more holes in it?
And that.
How'd you guess? Oh,
Nice one.
that's where I thought you were going. Oh, that was clean, flawless. Are you gonna make a best moments of 2022 video? Were there any good moments?
Oh, not many. I'm really having to scrape the barrel here to find some.
Like, I better hope this event has had some good moments.
Yeah, I'm really been hoping.
All the times the server went down, those
Yeah,
were great
excellent,
moments.
yeah. Highlight to the year there.
You know, at least I feel better about these moments than previous crashes. Mostly because this one wasn't that much in my control, which makes me feel better.
I mean, we sorted this one out as well. I mean, I didn't. I was streaming. You guys did a fantastic job, it seems. We've had no issues since end of Ace Race. Oh.
So gonna go down at the end of Dodgebolt because you've said that now.
And it's not. I'm just gonna pretend I never did say that. I'm actively gripping my desk right now.
Please.
Please don't.
I want Emerald to take this. We need like a 2v2 again. It's been a while. Also, Luminous already out.
Bit of an issue.
Actually, if you look back at last round, Punt got a triple. Sneak now got a triple.
Jack Manifold and Tommy in it.
Come on.
God.
What team?
Come on, Emerald. Come on.
And oh, they haven't hit a shot. Jack, it might be cursed. You're right.
Tommy.
Oh!
Ooh.
He tried to be cheeky.
Go on, Sneak. Elsa from Frozen. Ooh.
Can we get a moment for Jack to clean this curse?
They let that one go. And that's a miss.
And another one.
Another one coming through.
The headwear
Teal.
from supporting green team is pretty
It's
silly.
It's a little bit terrifying, not gonna lie.
You gotta be glad.
Turkey's pretty terrifying as well.
You gotta be glad Mint Mistletoes didn't make it in, because that just looks like.
Yeah, it was pretty rubbish.
It looks like you know, in The Last of Us, the zombies.
Oh yeah. The clickers.
Yeah, they've all got like bobbly face. That's what it looked like. Tommy in it. Offering a snowball to the other team, perhaps? No?
He's just gonna throw it with the hand, you know, not with a bow. He's just gonna...
Yeah, Tommy's got a girlfriend now.
Yeah.
True.
She's very nice.
Really, I haven't heard them mention anything about it.
I don't.
Well, unfortunately I can confirm she is real. I met her.
Okay, how much? Right, yeah. How much is?
I
paying you?
don't.
Come
I
on.
was gonna. Well, I'm not gonna lie. You know, we're all there, and he did give us all a bunch of money at the start of the evening.
Ooh.
So I don't know what that
Money?
was all about.
And then strangely was nodding at us while going, "Yes, I have a girlfriend, right? Yes."
It's like, have you ever seen the movie Lars and the Real Girl?
No.
It's got Ryan Gosling
Oh
in
my
it.
god, the wasp one.
The Wasp? No.
What?
Okay, never mind.
The Wasp? Hang on.
What?
No,
what's
I'm thinking of My Girl. I think it's called.
Anyway, I won't spoil it for anyone because it's a really strange movie. Yeah, it's a very interesting premise.
Lars and the Real Girl.
Yeah, I think that's what it's called. It's got Ryan Gosling in it.
No, I don't think I have seen that. Oh.
Illumina's had enough.
It's like, I'm done.
They got eliminated first, both other rounds, which understandable.
They're locked in on them again.
It's benefit that Cyan
They're doing the Fruitberry strat.
really good.
I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan of that strat.
Nice. Nice.
And the dodging pays off.
Okay, Venus, you know the film, My Girl. That's the one with the bees. You see the wasp or bees, it's one of them. It's a horribly sad film.
Oh, a bit bunched up there.
Oh. Double miss. This could be
Jack needs
devastating.
to win at least one round. Like, this can't keep happening.
Oh. Hang the bullet for Illumina though, that could be massive.
Yeah.
Okay, I have a riddle.
Okay.
Alright.
Okay.
What's brown and sticky?
No. All right. The big moron and the little moron stood on the edge of a cliff. The big moron fell off. Why didn't the little moron fall?
Who's a little more on the cliff?
Ah.
He was a little more on. Yeah.
Read him like a book.
Damn, you're good.
I wish they did more of that in the new Batman film. Like actual like riddles. You know
Oh,
what I mean?
here we go.
Yeah.
They've decided to funnel. They've had
They've had enough. They just handed it over to Illumina.
respectable.
Oh.
If it doesn't,
Oh my goodness.
Insanity.
No messing about. No.
Just like,
not
yeah, I've got the
the
ball.
fun
Go,
of
go,
it.
go, 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 go.
No messing about.
Oh my
It's
god.
enough of this
gaming.
funneling, these comebacks, him not winning.
This is it.
Come on, Tommy.
The girlfriend presumably is watching.
He's ready to leave as we speak. Is the sheriff gonna own this down?
Oh no! Oh no! It could be a full sweep. Jack could be cursed. Oh, there it is. 3 out of 3.
Amazing.
A
For
demolition.
Jimmy though, that would have not been a 3-0.
Ouch.
What?
That must have hurt.
You taking the screenshot out?
Can do, yeah. I know Nox always manages to do them anyway as well.
wasn't.
You are a disgrace.
Or just go to my stream and screenshot this.
Oh god. Where are the lights? I don't see them.
The
It's just me.
lights.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. That's bugged. There's
Yes.
meant, it's meant to be all sparkly around, yeah.
Oh no.
I guess that didn't
Oh,
play.
bloody hell.
I think maybe the thing might have affected the other thing.
Look at them posing. They know it's
Like,
screenshot time.
we're
They
not gonna-
know it's
we're not gonna
screenshot
question-
time.
We've got a glitch happening in 40 seconds,
A glitch?
apparently.
The most
How
generous
do you know?
competitor
taken
was
over by something.
Antfrost.
What do you mean
30
a glitch?
33 presents.
In the timer in the scoreboard,
timer,
it says
that's
Oh, there we
that
go.
Oh,
some
I
glitches happening soon.
Something's happening.
Oh, she actually really did want it to be a surprise.
I see that's hard-coded to happen at 30 seconds. That's why. Well, you have the sparkles now.
Sorry, I did actually. I managed to take some screenshots there in the end.
Oh, I've just sent you a bunch as well.
Oh, the lights are working now.
Yeah, it's hard-coded to run at 30 seconds, that's why.
Oh, that's bloody hilarious.
What happened? Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
How do I get out?
Exactly the thing that should have happened.
Oh look, there's no lag for once. Wow.
Oh, poor Anthony. So...
Eloise, you're looking really tall.
Oh,
Look
this
at
is-
little
this is really
Beck.
nice.
Beck is so cute. Did you put me further down?
No, why would I do that?
I'm definitely sat further down.
No, you're not.
You look perfectly sized, Ella. That's what you're on about.
Eloise, you're as nearly as tall as Owen. Very nearly. Be a lot of effort to sit you lower down to make you look short.
That'd be so much work.
Sorry, I should go back.
Aww.
I have spent 10 hours
Have
in
you
this
got-
room in the past few days, so I'm sorry if
Yeah,
I'm
that
rushing through.
second to last one, L. It's actually
On
pretty
mine?
Good. Yeah.
Yeah.
The, like second to last one that you sent me.
Wait, you got sneak slightly in the back.
No, I don't know how to.
Oh, I
what's the
did
name
Hang
of
on,
it?
I'll
really
send it.
imagine.
I'll send it again. I'll send
Dot
it again.
51 or whatever.
Oh,
Oh,
the
that-
hermit's in the
that- oh.
kitchen. That's so cute.
One where it's like slightly from an angle downwards. I've just took a picture of it and then send it back to you. It's not
Right,
actually
yeah.
the true resolution of what I should have just sent it back like that. I'm an idiot. Okay, hold on, there you go. Hold on.
Yeah, I'll just down.
Look,
read.
I'm just sent there. That one. Okay, that's the original one.
Hello,
Okay.
Confan. No, that's
I thought
not,
that,
that's not
that
real.
that's pretty good. Got a. You could probably even like zoom in further. It's just got a good vibe.
Martin in his little rat maid costume. Oh, that's so cute.
Yeah, there's been a bit of a rat infestation in the greenhouse.
That's a shame.
It's a suit for Eloise on the board. Oh, it's
Huh?
gone now. There's a board with all the rising people.
Is it teal turkeys? Oh, I didn't see that.
I'm
Can
unable
you,
to send
can
chat
you,
messages.
can
Okay,
you
what happened?
teleport me?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, I'm just getting this. Up.
Oh wait, you can just stay there. Oh wait, yeah, I should show you the people. Ooh. Ah.
Did you guys mute me? Oh.
Should I unmute? Should we unmute
I don't-
AMC?
Yeah, why not?
I always have that paranoia about to just announce the wrong team.
Such and such one. Oh,
I honestly, every
It was
time.
green that one. It wasn't that.
Well, yeah, but then at that point it would be like, Daniel, why is the wrong team put on the bloody podium at the end? Because it's April Fools.
Well, that did happen during the 2020 Dodgebolt. Part of the reason why I don't want to run that again.
Oh yeah.
Take Dodgebolt.
And thank you to all the testers and moderators, especially.
Yeah, my mods. I love you guys. We wouldn't be doing this without you. So, mwah.
Yeah, kiss from us.
Mwah.
If you want that.
If you're into that, yeah. If you want, I mean, we could if you wanted to.
No, we're not offering that.
If they want to take like a better look at all the models and like take some more time looking at it, I'm fine with teleporting them back in.
Right.
Wait, did we come out the magical door in the tree?
The door that was there the whole time?
That's genius.
Whoa.
It's like it's all connected. Can we go back through it?
No.
No, of course not.
Send me back in. Noxite, do you know when the maps will be added?
Oh, I
The
don't know.
maps are live on Island right now.
Oh, that
Right now?
you
Yeah.
pushed them already.
They're live.
Oh,
Oh
how do we
my
spec
We time it.
Yeah, I'm just there like, oh, okay, didn't know that.
It's okay. It's okay.
No, it's fine.
Yeah,
Not
yeah,
everything has to happen.
You don't need to do it exactly.
If
Same
it doesn't
time.
happen immediately, I'll die.
But the changes are live and they're all working.
Oh shit! People are already cancelling you right now.
Oh, I knew it. I knew it.
Like they're like, what? They pushed it to prod and they didn't announce it.
How dare they?
Should we all go
I'm
play?
out.
Should we all go play MCC
I'm done.
Island?
Refund. No, it's the night time.
Oh,
I'm playing a little bit.
we go play. Should we go?
Wanted to make sure everything's working. and
Should we
it
go
is.
show off the new maps at least?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Sure, why not?
Thank you so much, chat.
Yeah, thanks, chat.
Yeah, you better cry, Cupcake.
Weep.
Yeah.
Now we get to. I was about to say we get to go to bed, but no, we don't because we still have work to do.
I want to go to bed.
Yeah, I was gonna go to bed.
I will
what,
go to bed. Yeah.
what work we got to do?
I don't
Yeah,
know.
what?
Stuff.
Noxite, make fun of us one last time.
Oh, we just
Yeah,
rolled
you
time.
don't-
so-
We're
you don't
not
know what you're
dying,
asking.
guys.
You don't know what you're
They
asking.
actually said one more time, but I thought it would be funnier.
It should be
Yeah.
the last thing you do.
It should be.
I'm
It should.
g-
Yeah,
I'm
absolutely.
gonna miss getting bullied by you guys.
Oh, I'm gonna get so.
Yeah, if we do a season 3, who knows when?
Oh, this is a new
well,
map.
I guess we'll see you in July.
Well, yeah,
Maybe
I'm not-
August.
I'm not-
Maybe if it doesn't fall.
Yeah,
out.
maybe September. Let's round into September.
I'm not gonna miss any of you, so
At the very least, we'll
I
be
mean, chat.
streaming around this time next year
I was
for
gonna
the
say, hold on a bit.
probably.
there we go. There's nothing much to miss about chat, really. How's that for bullying? Is that good? I thought
Yeah.
I thought that was
Yeah,
good.
that was
Like,
good. That was good.
got them all in that one. It was a big catch-all. Thank you, Noxite.
Lady, you have a bit more respect.
Oh, it's
Some
really
respect
good of
than
you,
that.
man.
Come on, don't thank him for that.
Yeah, thank me.
Don't.
Oh, the new time skip feature when
Can
there's
we
only a
get
few players
name
left.
check, please?
Ooh.
What do you mean name check? You mean like
Name like
A bit late
in
for that, isn't it?
people in the voice?
yeah.
Oh, what?
It's a bit late.
Yeah, we've kind of been.
A little bit late.
All right, just quickly, knock site.
Landlord.
Not
I knew that
this.
would happen.
Yeah,
Tom. Tom.
Thank
Teal.
you.
And
And
Eloise was
keyboard
here
noise.
too.
What? Hello, Eloise
Well,
is
Keyboard
here.
warrior.
Yeah, that was the
Keyboard
keyboard.
That's Eloise on a typewriter.
It's pretty
Typing.
awesome.
Oh,
Look,
okay,
do
clacking
you want,
away.
Do you want the island stuff to go out?
It's
Okay, wait,
I'm-
Venus, did you hear the voice?
Prefer it
that
to
you
go
were
out
looking
quietly.
Wait, I don't think it'd be me because I feel like Venus addressed me earlier when I said something, so I don't think it's me.
For? Did you catch the voice,
And
or
the
do we
other
need to do it
female,
again?
So, you know. Did you get who was tagged? Because they're still here.
Bloody hell! How long is the delay on your stream?
it seems to be quite long.
Oh my god! Hold on, 1 sec.
I've got it up on OBS and on my monitor right now. 1, 2, 3. Oh, it's 3 seconds. For me, at least.
The other woman has a beautiful voice. Oh, I presume that's me then.
Oh, yeah, you do. You do have a lovely voice.
I don't think you do, but thanks, I suppose.
What about me, guys? Sorry, that was a really stupid. That was so stupid.
I like this one.
What about me,
Yeah.
guys? Do I have a lovely voice?
What a
Can
cool
it
way to
jump
end
in?
the season,
Jesus,
you
I
know?
like it.
We'll look back at season 2 and be like, that's the admin stream we have.
That's
did
the average. That's the average stream we know and love. That's the one.
It's the stream where they finally lost it.
Thank you.
Not that they ever had it before.
Well, if we've lost it now, we'll be back for season 3 when we find it again.
Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go find it.
It's actually
Yeah, if it
something.
takes a bit longer, you know why.
There's something really harrowing about TNT falling. Yeah, like it's TNT time, not a fire.
Trees.
Just got on the new map and it's super confusing. Well, Merry Christmas.
Yeah.
Oh.
If they picked it in the event, you would have known how to play it, but yeah.
Oh, we got
They did.
walls.
And now it will go down forever.
this-
if
this
in the
is
update it was
awful.
set. We had a surprise to get to the side, but you didn't see it.
Yeah, and you'll never
So
see
now,
it.
maybe
Oh,
next-
no,
Oh,
no,
yeah.
no, no,
maybe a
no.
year after. It's gonna be a while before you see that one.
What a shame.
Did they manage to identify the person they were looking for?
Yeah, it was me.
Oh,
Oh, you have a beautiful voice.
Apparently.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Can't believe you built a whole new Team first tunnel and they didn't even play it.
so sad.
This is
We'll
why
never
I
do
don't
anything
like
again.
That's sweet.
It is very sweet. Oh, you're so
I can hear you
toxic.
blushing. Noctis.
I'm not.
No, I'm more laughing at Tom being toxic.
I'm trying to show off the new maps and they're not giving it to me.
Toxic. You're hitting the
Okay, just a little bit.
kind of pissed off at the moment, actually,
Why?
Yeah.
What's up?
We
because they said that you've got a beautiful voice, but none of us either. Like,
Jealous, are we?
apparently, I guess none of us have a beautiful voice then.
Maybe Noctis should do the update videos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know what? Yeah. Why not Noctis just like do these streams as well? Just all
Yeah.
alone.
Oh, yeah,
From
hold
now
on, hold
on.
on a second.
While you're at it, why don't you
You know?
design the maps? I
Yeah,
bet
you
you're
know
good at
what?
that too.
Oh,
You can take that compliment of yours and shove it.
I think you should end stream before stuff and goes even weirder.
Yeah.
I'm kidding. This is all /J. All /J.
Also,
Yeah, that's what they say afterwards.
crumbling
Alright,
blocks.
I
oh my
am.
goodness.
I'm gonna go. Very sleepy.
Yeah. It's been a very long week, but I hope you've all enjoyed
Yeah.
it.
It's been a long year.
It's
It's-
such a long year.
Is there gonna be a Nox stream? Look, someone's asking about me.
Yeah, for December. There is
Oh
going
wait,
to
did
be
they
an
mean
Avon
Nox
stream.
Crew or Noxite?
Nox Crew, I think. And there will
yeah,
be.
there's going to be an end of year one with Avon doing all of our maps. At some point, he'll announce it soon.
Oh, this is just awful.
You do a gaming video series.
And then, of course, after
Don't
that,
you
when
still need to, like,
MCC
this-
definitely returns on April Fools.
Oh
Absolutely.
yeah.
happening.
absolutely gonna happen.
Wait, is it on
think-
is it on a
Mark it
Saturday
down.
next year?
I think it is. Mark it down. MC 29, April Fools. This is.
Mm.
It's not April Fools today, so it's probably not a joke.
Possibly, not a joke.
Yeah, everyone's
swear,
trying hard to come up with more jokes to throw at the end of the stream.
Apple, I swear you were one of those people that watched my Let's Play series back in the day.
Are you kidding?
That's a joke. They're making a joke.
There we go.
You're not.
They're playing Simon Says in my hub, except it's Snow Says.
Oh, okay.
Well-
We don't know when that's going to be. Abel will announce it close to the time.
Well, Apple, if you search my name on YouTube... Oh, yes, you know. I used to troll people on, like, Rust and TTT and stuff and make videos. It's pretty cringe. You can go watch it.
Enough about last week. What are you up to now, Stefan?
Yeah, the GTA 5 one. The GTA 5 one was the best video I've ever made.
Yes, we got a new map!
Gotcha.
It's
Yes.
Santa's Train, everyone!
Woo!
Yeah.
Alright, I'm off. Good night.
See you, mate.
Good night,
Night.
everyone. Thank
Night,
you very
night.
much.
See you next week.
Bye.
Bye, chat.
Bye.
Chat, you'll hear about, you know, stuff. You'll hear about MCC Island and stuff. Lots coming.
You
Lots
will.
coming.
Alright.
You'll hear when it happens.
I've just found out that Beck, upon seeing me completely dono-walled Owen in the Christmas room, didn't even realise he was there,
Aww.
which is hilarious.
True love.
Poor Owen. Yeah, that's true love right there.
You're so well respected that Owen was just, blanked.
User
even a
disconnected from your channel.
Not even a thought.
I mean, afterthought.
Not even that.
Kind of respectable to be that much of a
User disconnected from your
of a
channel.
friend that you're
User
in.
disconnected
You're an
from
awful
your channel.
friend. Oh, everyone's leaving. I haven't finished to get to your side map so we can finish.
User
Notoriously
disconnected from
kind
your
to the
channel.
community. I don't think notoriously
finished.
kind is what everyone would say about me, but thank you.
Well, that's the new map, everyone. I
One
should
of
probably
them
finish
anyway.
the game. It's so
Do
beautiful.
I see if you get the second one? You might get the next one.
Oh, in one game? No.
It could happen.
It could happen.
Let's see. Let's see before
User
you leave.
left
A
your
Christmas
channel.
miracle.
Ooh.
Everybody's off.
Everyone's running
This is
away.
now just a
Kind
Tom
of sad,
stream.
yeah. I need to
Pretty
finish it so. Yes! It's
I
only
call
happened
it!
again. Well, a Christmas miracle.
Woo!
Oh, you're streaming Isla. That's
Yeah,
already
it's
really
streaming Island. We're not just be loud.
I was
This
just
is
thinking
what-
that you were streaming or just like personally.
This is what you missed out on. Ah,
Yeah, there were quite a few people in that channel that weren't talking, which is fine.
I guess just the way that like every test we have to end
Someone
it with a ninth
finish?
game. Now you're ending the event with a ninth game.
yeah.
Yep.
I'm showing them the content and they can play now on mccisland.net.
It's
Is
in the
that it?
sidebar. Play.mccisland.net.
And with that, everyone, now that we see, we can do I don't care about BattleBox. You've seen that before.
Yeah, you still sound a slave.
You
You,
care.
don't
You
need
just
anything
saw it.
else.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, those are the two new maps which you can see. Thank you, Jammy. On there right now. I'm gonna end the
Glad
stream
you
off
feel
here.
wasted.
Do I do any quests? Oh, it'd be really cool if I didn't know.
Yeah, if you don't bloop, bloop.
I'm just awful. Yeah, thanks everyone. I will
Thank
see you.
for supporting us
in the
this
new year.
and- We'll see you at the end of year, Vid, and Avon's stream.
Oh yeah, we'll see. There's plenty of stuff going on during the break, even if it's not.
Yeah.
We're not going anywhere. We've
Yeah.
still got stuff.
Unfortunately, you cannot get rid of us.
Yeah.
Um,
We're always there. we're
and to
always
be
working.
honest, working away to make season 3 better than ever. Yeah, that's what we want.
So we're ever doing.
Thank you everyone.
Thanks, guys.